What's up, everybody? I gotta go shut my door. I forgot to shut that. Ooh. We're back, y'all. Harrison had something come up, so it's just gonna be me for now, but we are back, everybody. Fishing with G. I don't know what happened to your wrench. You got a new account. Gosh dang it, Fishing with G. I need moderators in here. And Tips Icy, I literally couldn't. I know you've been in all my live streams lately. I literally went through all my live streams, looked at the comments, and I couldn't find you. So wanted to make you a moderator before this thing too, but we're having issues. So I got no moderators in here, which sucks. Totally sucks. Yeah, I don't know what to do Fishing with G. I can make you a moderator after this. I know I can do it on my phone, but I can't. I literally can't find you guys in the chat of old streams and stuff like that. What up, Mo Creek? What up, Sunfish Assassin? He's dropping facts on us. He says there's 28 species of sunfish in North America. What is up? And Sunfish Assassin is going to cook them all. That's his goal. My dogs are going nuts in the other room right now. All right. Did you guys see the intro thing that I played, or did it not work? Let me know. Let me know if you saw the intro. Hopefully that thing worked before I started talking. But thank you to everybody who's in here. We're going to continue the talk. I need to go get my dogs to stop barking because it's super annoying. I don't know what they're doing. Ruthless. Anyway, what's up, everyone? How's your night going? This is Multispecies Weekly. Come on, man. Dogs are going nuts. I started this thing right when somebody got here. All right, well, it's just going to be super loud with the dogs. I don't know what to do about that. But we started out on Sharp's channel. He had to go do something, so we're going to pick up where we left off. We are going to be talking tonight about Florida fishing because Harrison's going to Florida. So I want to cover, and we already started talking about some of this stuff. I want to cover some of the species that are in Florida. I don't know where my pencil went. I want to cover bass because they got the largemouth bass. They got the Florida strain. We'll talk about what that means. I'm going to review a little bit of what we already went over, but most of you guys already heard all that. Differences, stuff like that. And then we're going to get into talking about fishing bass in the spawn and in warm water, fishing saltwater, just generally taking fishing trips and how to prepare yourself and stuff like that. And Harrison wanted to talk about staying motivated on YouTube, how to stay motivated on YouTube. I don't know what happened. There it is. So that piece of paper, it's right there. So we'll talk about that at the end. And then if we have time, I got some other stuff to maybe go over, and that's if we got time. All right. Tips Icy said, I'll mod, just saying I won't self-promote or nothing like that. I'll keep spammer away from here. Yeah, I want to, I literally tried to go add you as a mod. Like I spent way too much. I spent like 10 minutes trying to make you a mod before this thing, and I can't find you in any of my recent live streams. So, Tips Icy Outdoors. I literally went through a whole live stream, the trivia one, and I couldn't find you anywhere on there. All right, so mods, Tips Icy, and then I need to make Fishing with G 2, the second Fishing with G, a mod. Cool. Fishing Junk, thank you for joining in. We're going to be talking about saltwater, so we need your expertise. Oh, Sharina did see the intro. Thank you. Awesome. It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. That's what's up. What up, Bodie? All right, guys. So I'm going to make those two people moderators after this. Quick review of what people might have missed, like Bodie and Fishing Junk. Harrison is going on a trip soon. Sharp Fishing TV. I don't even know if I made a description for this video. If I made a description, his link's in the description, but I have no idea if I made a description or not. I think I did. So his link should be in the description for this video. If not, someone share it. It's Sharp Fishing TV. He's going on a trip, so he should have some awesome content sometime after he comes back. I will not be going with him because I live in a completely different state. But the whole point of the stream was to kind of talk about that theme. He can go back and listen to this if we have any good tips for him. I can take notes for him and write them down, whatever. But he's going to Florida. He's going to be fishing a little bit of northern, central, and southern Florida. Be going for bass in the freshwater, maybe cichlids, tilapia, stuff like that. They've had a lot of tilapia and bass die off because of the cold weather and stuff like that, which sucks. He really wants to catch a peacock bass, and he's going to do some saltwater fishing and maybe a charter, something like that. I'm not sure the exact details. Let's see. Fishing with G is going to hit up the local pond, hopes to catch some big bass. He said, "Did I hear the word slatwater? Saltwater? Yeah." Fishing. What up, Fishing Chick? Anyone who wants to share links? I don't know if I have any mods in here. I think I screwed that one up. Sharina, let me know if you want to be a mod, because I can make you a mod, but I'm not going to try to sign you up for anything you don't want to do. But yeah, apparently I need some more mods up in here. Anyone who wants to share this out on Instagram or Fishbrain, that'd be awesome. I promise that this thing will go for at least an hour or two, at least a couple hours. So we'll have plenty to talk about. You won't be sharing out a link right before anything's about to end or nothing. But yeah, he'll be fishing a couple different areas in Florida. So I have, if anyone's fished Florida or anyone's fished saltwater, any advice or anything you think that someone should know, let us know in the chat. Sharina said you'll be a mod. Awesome. I'd be honored to have you as a mod. Mo Creek said, Fishing Chick, congrats on the first video. Yeah, definitely. I'd be sharing all your links if I could right now. We're having issues. I think I gave him a bit of info for saltwater the other night. Okay, awesome, Fishing Junk. Yeah, you definitely did. Hopefully you wrote some of that stuff down. But thank you for that. So I'll share. We got 10 people in here. That's what's up. I don't know how many likes it is, but you guys know what that like button looks like. Do the Sunfish King a favor and hit that like button for me. So we're going to go over real quick some of the species in Florida. We'll start with saltwater. And I want to make this a separate tab somehow. Do that. Pull this one out to the side. And I need to share the screen so you guys can see. Is this the saltwater? That's the freshwater. I said I was gonna do I want to do freshwater first, not saltwater. What am I doing? Freshwater first. Back to StreamYard. All right, guys, I'm sharing the stream real quick. Fishing Chick said thanks, Mo. And thank you guys all for being in here. Super awesome. We're gonna do this multi-species weekly thing right around this time every Tuesday. So what I'm doing right now is we're talking Florida, we're talking saltwater fishing, we're talking warm water fishing, bass fishing, stuff like that. And I'm going to bring up a species list for everybody of some of the freshwater species that are in Florida. And this website's called floridagofishing.com. So I'm share. I just want one window though, just that. Let me know. You guys should be able to see it. There it is. Fishing Time, let's go. What up? I love that name. Fishing Time, let's go. If I go to Florida, I need to catch a tarpon. Yeah, I don't even know if he mentioned tarpon. I think he might have, but that's definitely got to be on the list. Tarpon for sure. If anyone who's ever fished for tarpon or caught tarpon, let us know. I watched some people fly fish for tarpon. That was nuts. Those things fight like crazy. That coffee cup was top shelf. That's what's up. All right, guys. I can't see my whole screen that I'm showing you guys. I need to make it a little smaller. Here we go. So we talked a little bit about this. These things are you can't release them alive. They're the black acara. You could literally find these in, it says stagnant roadside ditches. So like, little freaking puddles and stuff like that. But you can also find them in larger canals and lakes. But yeah, there's this thing next to them. They're nuisance species. So you're really not supposed to put them back if you catch them. But they don't get very big. They're super pretty looking though. But they're freshwater fish, even though to me they look like something from saltwater. If anyone knows anything about these species, let us know. But comment in the chat if the peacock bass is on your bucket list, because that is definitely on my bucket list. I think most anglers, especially people who don't live anywhere near where those are, available, I think everyone's got that on their list. Because if you like bass, why would you not like those? They're freaking huge. I don't think they're actually a bass like related to the largemouth at all. I could be wrong, but they are. I think they're more like a cichlid or something like that. But they get up to, it says over 25 pounds. They get just as big, if not a little bit bigger than largemouth. They fight, it says it's more aggressive than largemouth, and it will target prey larger than itself. So you could throw some big old baits for something like that. It says they're good eating, but they encourage catch and release over 17 inches. Fishing time, let's go. Would love to go fish a ditch. Yeah, that'd make a good video. That would just be fun. Definitely. Everyone's saying they're definitely on their list, 100%. Has anyone here caught a peacock? Because that'd be awesome. Let us know. I watched Self-Made, who's another YouTuber, another fish brainer. He went out fishing for bass and like largemouth and peacocks when he was in Florida, and he caught a couple, I believe, on crankbaits. So I think it's normal bass stuff. What up, Sniper of Spades? He loves going up to Idaho and visiting lakes and fishing for trash fish right off the dock. Fishing for trash fish? Is that what you're saying? Fat Basses says, "What you wearing, dog?" Clothes, bruh. Wearing clothes. All right, so what up, Fat Basses? Guys, go check him out. I'd share the link if I could. I don't have any mods in here because I'm dumb. NKR is. NKR, you can share links if you want. This is like, all right, so this is a subspecies of black bass, Choctaw bass. It doesn't get that big, but apparently they got, Fishing Time Let's Go has seen peacocks caught on rattle traps. Yeah, like I said, just like normal bass stuff. And I guess cranks work really well for them. But those are awesome fish. Choctaw bass. Apparently they got the characteristics of largemouth, smallmouth, and spotted bass, but they don't get super big. But they're pretty good looking fish, and they said that those are, I think, more of a stream species. You'll find them a lot in rivers and streams. He said that hat though. Yeah, man. My stream earlier, I had like 10 people. They're like, "Nice hat, nice hat." I was like, "Yeah, thank you. We're gonna talk about fish though." I appreciate it. The largemouth bass. You guys look at this chungus right here. Go check out Fat Basses. He catches fish like this. Big old monster. All right, maybe not that big, but he catches big fish. You've seen them caught on 10-inch flies. The peacock, dude. All right. Fishing junk, you got to go fly fishing for peacock bass and let me know how that works out for you. Peacocks on top water would be fire, dude. I'm talking about big, beautiful blow-ups right there. Boom. Yeah. Check out Fat Basses. I would totally share links, but I just got too much going on and I don't have the mods in here. But I'm going to make you guys mods. Fat Basses, if you don't have a blue wrench next to your name, I can't see it because I'm on StreamYard. Guys, I keep losing my pencils. I'm going to, I have a list here, 2, 3 people. I got 4 people I need to make mods, so I don't think you're a mod, but if you are, let me know. Fat Bass has got to be a mod. I had a troll in here earlier, but we got rid of him quick. You got to go to Florida first. Yeah, I don't know if they have peacock bass in any other state besides Florida. Let me know. When I think Florida, I think peacock bass. When I think peacock bass, I think Florida. You're not a mod. Fat Basses, you'll get your blue wrench soon enough. I'm not as technologically advanced where I can pick up my phone and hop over real quick and make people mods and stuff like that. I mean, I could try it. I'll try it right now, actually, and see how difficult it is. I think I'm more just being lazy is what it is. So here's the stream. But guys, we'll talk about this bass thing here in a second. I'm sure you guys know what largemouth bass are. Oh yeah, Fat Bass said Hawaii. Let me know if this works. What up, Fish Slayer? Now we got a mod in the house. So Fat Basses, I try to just make you a mod. Let me know if that works or if it has to wait or something. And then tips. Tips, I'm making you a mod. Awesome. And then who else did I say? Fishing with G, he had out for a second. And then Sharina. Sharina right there. And no. No! Hold on. Undo. Undo. How did that happen? I accidentally hit block. No. Add moderator. Let me know if I fixed it. I accidentally blocked Sharina. That was awful. I'm so sorry about that. I clicked. It's right. Why would they make the block user button right next to the add moderator button? Sharina, please tell me if you're back. It says that you were hidden, and that was an accident. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, yeah, fishing with G. All right, I'm going to make you a mod, and then that's it. Not handing out any more wrenches. That's all the blue wrenches I got in my toolbox. Add moderator. I think you said but that was earlier in the stream. Sniper of Spades, let me know if you know how to share links and everything like that. No trolls now for sure. Sharina, man, overboard. I hope she's back. It said that I hit her, and I really hope that's... Sharina, I'm so sorry if you're still hidden. It says you're unhidden. It says you're a mod. I'm freaking out now. All right, hopefully I fixed that. Let me know, Sharina, if you can say anything. Yeah, it should be unhidden. All right. Checking one more thing. Nope, it says she's a mod. Cool. Harrison's back. I'll close that real quick. And Harrison's definitely a mod. Now we went from no mods in here to like 7 mods. Everybody got a wrench. Everybody in this. Yeah, dude, I didn't mean to hand him out that. Just everybody. But yeah, Fishing with G was one. And his account got, I don't know what happened, but I had to make him one. And then Tips Icy, I meant to make him one earlier. I never did. But I don't normally just go handing out mods to everybody. But that's what's up. Got a lot of awesome people in here. So thanks for coming back, Harrison. Harrison, let me know if you want to come back on the stream, because this is all, this is your thing, man. I could definitely let you back on the panel. Up to you. What up, Great Outdoors Exploring? If someone wants to share some links, that'd be awesome. Not like we have, 10 mods in here or anything. The largemouth bass, guys, you already know what that is. Florida's most popular game fish. It's usually most states' most popular game fish. But let's see. Real quick, before we move on to a couple other freshwater fish, I want to bring up this right here. Can I just slide it over? Yeah, that's awesome. Northern strain versus Florida strain. We already talked about this, but if anyone's just joining in, basically, in Missouri, where I live, and a lot of states that are not down south, we have the northern strain and largemouth bass. Fish Slayer said Albert had problems. That sucks, man. It's fine. We all have problems. I've had streams that didn't go well too. Like you saw last time, my stream was glitching out while I was out there fishing. So yeah, sometimes they crossbreed down south, so it's really hard to tell if you have a true Florida strain or if it's crossbreed between a northern and a Florida strain. But a lot of the Florida strain ones have been dying in this year because of the cold and everything like that. It's really actually super upsetting. People with farm ponds are like losing all their fish and stuff like that if they're not deep ponds. The main differences would be the two bass' size and growth rates. So the growth rate starts out similar for the first couple years, and then Florida strain just keeps growing at the same rate. 1 second, please. Keeps growing at the same rate. Northern strain slows down a little bit. Yeah, I'm streaming, everybody, just so you know. I had some people just come in. I want to make sure they know I'm streaming because I just had some family issues. I want to make sure everyone's not out there yelling or anything like that. Let's see. Hey, Sunfish King, you're back. Florida strain are a subspecies to themselves. Yeah, you got the Florida strain, then you got the northern strain, but you'll find a lot out there that are crossbreed. So a Florida strain, parent with a northern strain parent. Let's see. The Florida strain bass, largemouth bass. So they continue to grow at about the same rate for a long time, and the northern slow down as they get bigger. But one of the biggest differences is the behavior patterns right here. It says Florida strain originates from shallow grass-filled lakes where they ambush their prey in shallow covers. So I think topwater would work really well. Punching baits, you want to work those thick vegetation, shallow with a lot of cover. Northern strain, you're more likely to find them along rocks and other structural habitat. Obviously, you'll find northern strain along those other places as well. But this is just like maybe in the same lake where you have both, where you're more likely to find one versus the other. Fish near rocks, you're more likely to get the northern strain. The northern strain are also more likely to be in open water, where the Florida strain likes to hide. They like to really hug that cover a little better. But it says northern bass can change color to match their habitat. I don't know anything about that. I've never heard that before. I've never heard of them being chameleons, but it's on Carl's. It says it prefers hiding in shallow, thick habitat. The Florida bass commonly has very dark coloring. It's usually darker in color. Sometimes northern bass live in deep, clear waters and they also have dark coloring, but usually not as dark as the Florida bass. Another big difference, guys, and why you're finding a lot of dead, why they're having such a problem in Florida, because they're finding a bunch of dead fish because of the temperatures, the tolerance to cold water and weather and stuff like that. The northern largemouth have adapted better to cold, and they can be caught through the ice and stuff like that. The Florida bass don't do very well up north and stuff like that. So as it gets cold, a lot of them have died, and it's hard to go and put northern bass in their place because they don't do as well in the heat. Let's see. Harrison I'm still waiting. If you do want to come in, let me know, Harrison. Just say it in the chat. Either way is cool. All these moderators, gosh darn. I was hoping to troll, push my video down everyone's throat. Golden trout is on my bucket list. Hands down my favorite freshwater fish. Yeah, some lakes they stock a lot of golden ones. They don't do it in any of the lakes around here. Let's see. Is the growth rate even faster than a pure Florida strain for the first generation hybrid between a Florida strain and a northern? What do you mean, NKR? Let's see. They said, what's happening? Fishing with G is timing everyone out, Sunfish King. What do you mean? Let me know what's going on. What do you mean? I gotta go check the chat. Oh my goodness. We're having problems just like earlier. He said, dude, fishing with G is going crazy. What the heck? Let me know. I'm gonna go check it out on here. Let's see. He said, go on YouTube chat and you'll see. Oh. Okay. Remove moderator. Yeah, it's a fake account or something. Yeah, this is what I get for messing with kids and stuff. And I know like Harrison doesn't mean anything wrong, but like I mess with his friends and then I get all these stupid fake accounts. If I was doing this stuff on my own, I'd be growing faster and I wouldn't be having issues with all this unprofessionalism. I'm trying to do stuff with sponsors. I'm trying to collab with people. When I get little kids messing with my channel, it really frustrates me. So all that's going to happen is going to make me not mess with people who are under the age of 18 anymore. So let's see. A hide user on channel. Yeah, I got that. So it's just a fake one. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that, y'all. I got that taken care of. Yeah, Mo Creek is still in here. Sunfish Assassin is still in. What up, everybody? He timed out a bunch of people. Okay, so hopefully they're just timed out for 300 seconds. If anyone else, no, it's just a fake account or something, NKR. So yeah, hopefully these people all come back. Is it just timed out for 300 seconds, or how does that work? No, he said no. People were actually hidden, so I got to undo that. It's starting to piss me off, actually. How do I unhide people and stuff like that? Because it's only showing it to me. Gosh, that's really starting to piss me off. I don't know how to undo it. It's not letting me undo it. There's Fishing Chick. Let's see. I really don't know what to do. It shows all these people are hidden, and I don't know how to unhide them. This is actually starting to really upset me. It says Fishing Chick is hidden, and I can't unhide her. Can you guys do anything about it, you mods? Please let me know. Can you guys unhide? Can you unhide Great Outdoors? Can you unhide Fishing? I'm making a list. Let me know if you guys can unhide. I'm waiting. Yeah, that deal with Fishing Chick wasn't right. To time out is all. It's not even bad. She didn't say nothing, but she didn't get booted. I laughed, to be honest. I blocked that Fishing with G2, so he's gone. But you can't undo it. Why, NK? Dang it! Why can't I unblock these people? I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and figure something out, y'all. Give me a second. Let me open a tab. Only mods who did it can undo. Are you kidding me, man? All right, guys. I'm opening up YouTube right now. I'm gonna see if I can do something about it. Please don't leave, guys. We're gonna get right back to the fishing. I take care of my people though, so that's why I'm dealing with this real quick. All right, could go live. Let me see what I can do real fast in here. Hopefully it lets me do something. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Thank you all for my mods who are in here and everyone who's chilling in here. I appreciate it. And hopefully the people who are blocked are still listening. I'm about to let you right back in. I don't know what's going on. It's starting to upset me because I like when people come in here and hang out. Getting super upset about all this. Let's see, live chat. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm editing right now. I'm getting to the settings. Here we go. Community settings. Yeah, guys. Let's see the people who are blocked. Great Outdoors. I'm taking you off the block list. Hopefully you're still in here. Dim Boys, you're back. Let's see. Who else? That says the only people who are blocked. It doesn't even say Fish and Chick. Let me know if you're still in here, Fish and Chick, because it doesn't say that you're blocked or hidden. All right, hopefully I got everything taken care of. Save. I just saved that. I'm coming back, guys. All right, let me see. Let's see. Won't let me unhide. Okay, hopefully I took care of it. Let me know any of those people. Great outdoors. Fish and Chick is still in. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen again. I will not let that happen again. Fishing with G is still what? I blocked him. All right, we're going to get back to the talking, guys. If anybody is blocked right now and can't chat, my email is in the description. Email me, let me know, anything like that. Fishing time, let's go. People are mean. You lost 5 hook sets. Yeah, I don't know. I lost one because I blocked a kid because he was just being annoying, and got 2. He was, I guess, following me on 2 accounts and unblocked and unsubbed on 2 or something. What up, Boss Bassin? We had a troll in the house, but we got rid of the troll. Man, this sucks. The bad youth is ruining the stream. No, man, like Boss Bassin, he's a younger YouTuber. He's a cool guy. Harrison, Sharp Fishing TV, he's a cool guy. NKR for sure. Fish and Junk, I'm not sure how old he is, but I'm pretty sure he's a younger guy, and he's an awesome dude. So like, it's just a couple people, and you know, there could be 40-year-old trolls sitting at home ruining streams too and stuff like that. So yeah, we're not going to let it bother us. We're getting right back to the fishing. The trolls aren't going to do nothing to me. We got how many blue wrenches do y'all see in the chat right now? We're not going to let the trolls mess with us. So hopefully everybody's back. I'm not dealing with that bull crap anymore. So here it is. Let me get back to where I can actually manipulate the screen. Here we go. Thanks for everybody for being in here. He said firing shots, I see. Bro, you missed it. You missed it, Boss Bass. But yeah, check out Boss Bass. He's got an awesome channel, and he's more mature than some of these kids coming in here saying a bunch of dumb crap. That's about it. That covers Northern versus, and I'll close this on YouTube in case there's any issues. But yeah, that's about it as far as the difference between the two. And then continuing with freshwater Florida species. If anyone's fished Florida, freshwater or saltwater, you know, let me know in the chat, stuff like that. I'll respond to it. Great Outdoors said, let's keep rolling. Yeah, Great Outdoors, thanks for sticking around. I don't know why you got blocked, man, and I hope you know I had nothing to do with that. I would never block you. Awesome channel, bro. So let's see. We're all here for the best unless there's a mindset it's just to mess stuff up. Then, yeah, I don't know. There's no place for trolls. I think there's a special place in you-know-where for trolls, man. I caught an 8-pound largemouth in Central Florida pond when he was 13. Dang, bro, that's got to be Florida strain. That's a big fish. And yeah, they say the Florida strain are a little harder to get to bite too because they sit there and wait and ambush stuff. They don't bite as readily. But yeah, that's a big fish. When he was 13, he caught that thing. That's what's up. You were blocked. Maybe you weren't, dude. It said fishing. It said you were hidden by that fake Fishing with G account. And I'm guessing that's why he got his first account blocked because somebody hacked it or something. I've never had my account hacked. I don't know why all these kids are getting their account hacked. They must be sharing them with their friends and stuff like that. But yeah, it's that kind of stuff that's going to hold me back is messing with people who. Let's move on. Let's move on. You guys know I stay positive. Jay Frank said, what happened? No, someone came in here pretending to be one of my mods. And he said that he wasn't a mod or something like that because he got a new account, which I think is true. I don't think I've made Fishing with G a mod since he got his new account. Maybe I did. But he was joking around, pretending to be my mod. And then so once I made a mod, he started blocking everybody. So it wasn't actually Fishing with G. It was some fake account. So I gotta be careful about that. Anyway, Sniper of Spades has got to leave. Later, Sniper of Spades, thanks for joining in. Thanks for chatting with us. Yeah, Tips Icy. We're going to talk bass, and then we're going to get to saltwater. Well, we got some other freshwater fish to talk about too, y'all. Hey, everybody who's in the chat, hit that thumbs up and do us a favor. We're going to keep it positive and not let the trolls keep us down. We've only had 2 trolls all night that I can remember. Maybe 3. Later, Sniper of Spades. Fishing with... It's not Fishing with G, NKR. I don't know how many times. It's not Fishing with G. It was some fake account. Good night, man. See you later, NKR. I'm going to have to let you in a stream when your internet's better for sure. Yeah, I can see you. Fishing time. Let's go. That's really messed up. No, we're good. We're good. We're going to talk. So we just talked about bass. Florida bass get bigger. They grow faster. They prefer cover and structure a little more. And then the red-eye bass, I wish they had some pictures here. But the red-eye bass is a little smaller. They can be found in streams and stuff like that. So they got a lot of subspecies, it looks like, of black basses and stuff. Yeah, what up, Jay Franks? Later NKR. And then the shadow bass, which you can catch shadow bass. They don't have a picture here, but you can catch shadow bass. They kind of have a splotchy pattern in Missouri, but they're real small. This says they can weigh a pound. I think there's been ones caught a little bigger than that for sure. But they're just small. They eat aquatic insects, crayfish, and occasionally small fish. So it'd be fun to catch a lot of subspecies and stuff like that. Red eyes are so pretty. Yeah, maybe I'll bring up a picture. I would have to bring it up on this other screen so that nothing random comes up, Google. But hate for me to type in red eye bass and have something stupid come up on my stream, But yeah, here's see if I can throw that over there. Can you guys see that red-eye bass right there? That's a nice looking fish. Got a red eye. Looks kind of like a smallie maybe. I like that. That's an awesome fish. They said they don't get that big. And then this, the shoal bass. I think both of these are pictures of the shoal bass, but they're a little smaller. It says they only get up to 2 pounds, so they're a lot smaller. The difference is the tiger-like patterns on the back, but they also have kind of a smallie color too as well. That's awesome. They live in moderate to fast-flowing streams. Georgia has 10 subspecies of black bass. Yeah, Florida and Georgia seem to have a lot of black bass subspecies. Seems like the bass fishing there could be really good, and the creek fishing could be awesome. I'll be going around in kayaks in the creeks trying to catch all these little subspecies and stuff. Are red eye the same as rock bass? Not at all. No, did you see that picture? That must have been before the picture came. Yeah, must have been before the picture came. Not at all. Show me creek saw a giant shadow bass under a log. That's what I was kind of thinking of when I was talking about that. He lives in the same state as I do, and he said that he thinks it was big enough to be world record size, but he couldn't get that thing to bite. They are pretty. No, it's not a rock. It's not a rock bass. No. Good looking fish. Said red eye or Coosa bass. Georgia has more subspecies than any other state. Yeah, guys, go check out Georgia. Something about the warm water out there and the conditions staying fairly constant really allows them to radiate, and spread out to a lot of subspecies in different waters. You got the smallmouth bass. Can grow up to 27 inches and weigh 11 pounds. Only quite as big as largies, but they put up just as much fight, if not more. And then here's a spotted bass. They're more football shaped. They have a little bit of that spotted bass pattern, and then their jaw's a little different. They got a tongue patch on their tongue. I'm sure you guys know about spotted bass. They have those in Missouri too as well. Yeah, that's cool that Georgia has more. I'm jealous, Sunfish Assassin. Here's the striped bass. I'm sure you guys have heard about that. There's inland striped bass, and there's striped bass that live further out. They come into freshwater to breed and stuff like that. So you can really get like into the striper run in the rivers and catch a lot of them. They get up to 40 pounds in freshwater. I think they might even get a little bigger. I'm not sure. I have to look it up that. But yeah, they can be found in St. Johns River, Panhandle rivers, and be targeted from fall to spring. That's what's up. They feed on threadfin shad. It says that's the best bait to use. So that's got to be one of the best baits. Mo Creek has got to get up at 3:30. Dude, are you fishing or are you working? Going to bed. Thanks for joining in, Mo Creek. We appreciate you. And then Boss Bassin's got to go to bed too. Yeah, we got plenty to talk about. So guys, don't leave unless you unless you have to. Just because everyone's leaving doesn't mean I'm going to end this thing. Appreciate y'all for being in here. Everyone has to leave later, but we're going to keep this thing going. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Love fishing for stripers. Yeah, I've caught a couple white bass, but not stripers. Looking for snook, sea trout, and redfish and stripers. That's what's up. So guys, yeah, later Boss Bass, and then later Mo Creek. Great Outdoors. I'm still here, just listening. Yeah. Thanks for still being in here. Great Outdoors. So the wiper, I've never seen it spelled with an H, but that's a cross between a white bass and a striper. And there's just difference in the stripes and whether they go all the way to the tail and how many make it all the way to the tail and all that stuff. But yeah, I've not caught wiper or white bass. I've just caught, wiper or striped bass. I've caught white bass, which is these. I've caught 2 of these ones. And you can catch them in creeks. You can catch them on spinners, jigs, stuff like that. My internet just told me that it's having problems. So if I freeze or my screen blacks out for a second, it says it's back. Just letting you know that I'll be right back as soon as I can. I haven't had too many internet problems tonight at all. And now it says that we're perfect. Can we all share this link to get some of our groups on Fishbrain, get 20 people in here? That'd be awesome. Yeah, guys. I don't know where someone share the link for me because I don't know. Like the link to this video right here should be pretty easy. But yeah, I plan on going. It's 9:16. I'm gonna go at the very least another 45 minutes, probably more, knowing me. So you can share the link if you want. I'll definitely keep on going. We got 7 people in here right now. I don't know how many thumbs up. Let me know how many thumbs up because I'm not looking on YouTube. But yeah, if you want to share that out, that'd be awesome. We're talking bass, and we're about to get into some saltwater fishing as well. Let's see. My wife works, won't be home till 2.5 hours. She works the second shift. Okay. I shared on my, is that Facebook and Twitter? You don't have a Fishbrain, do you, Sharina? If you have a Fishbrain, let me know. I think she's saying Facebook and Twitter. That's awesome. Thank you. I do not have a Twitter. I might need to look into that. You got a stripper last March? You mean a striper? That's awesome, man. Had me laughing with the 2 P's there. Yeah, stripers are awesome. I know someone who has 2 in a pond. I don't know how that works. No, I think he has more than 2. I think he's got several in a pond, but they get big, 10, 15 pounds. And he goes out and catches them, and they put up a good fight. So I think that's the link that he's sharing. Anybody who wants to share the link to this video out, that'd be awesome, just to get some more people in here. But we're going to keep on talking freshwater fish. We're going to move to saltwater fish. We're just going to talk about like charters and guides and just literally taking fishing trips, like taking a trip from your location to somewhere else to catch different fish, different species, stuff like that, and what type of prep you need to do. And then we're going to finish it off talking about, we had a request to talk about how to stay motivated with YouTube channels and YouTube and stuff like that. So we're going to end it with that. And then if we still have time, we might tell some fish stories, stuff like that. See what we got time for. I don't know if we'll have time to react to any videos tonight. If I'm feeling crazy, maybe we'll react to a couple videos at the end. But it just depends how long I can go. If anyone comes in here and tells me I'm being too loud, I'll have to end it. Stuff like that. But that's the plan. So you don't have Fishbrain, you have FishAngler. Yeah, I think I either met you on FishAngler or just through YouTube. But yeah, I definitely got the FishAngler as well. It's bigger than Fishbrain, actually. That's what's up, Great Outdoors. I appreciate you guys. Gotta love Otto. That's hilarious. No, he meant stripper. 110-pound stripper. James. Look, y'all. They got bluegills. And this one right here, see that on the face? I think they call that the copper nose bluegill. Like it's like a strain of bluegill, and they got like gold on their face. But that thing, look how fat that is. That's got to be well over a pound. I know Florida and Georgia definitely has bigger average size and bigger like max size when it comes to those fish. The warm water fish seem to do better in warm waters for the most part. Sharina is a brand ambassador with FishAngler. All right, Sharina, you're gonna have to email me about how you did that, because I would love to get get the hat and share FishAngler out there, because it's a great app. I would love to help them out. They're awesome too. Anytime those fake accounts come on, like Fishbrain, you get spammed with fake accounts. FishAngler, a fake account came on yesterday, and it was like some half-naked girl. There's no fish pictures, anything like that. Probably some dude sitting behind the computer on the account. Just some scam of some form. I don't know what it was, but you're like, hey, can we talk on some other app, something like that? And I commented and I said @FishAngler team, and they freaking wiped that account in 5 minutes. Like the response time was crazy. That's a Frankenstein looking bluegill. That's what I'm saying. The color on that face, because it's got that copper nose thing, and then it's also just massive. It's also starting to get some color on the fins. That's a massive bluegill. I know, Saber. That's hilarious. Jay Franks, let me know. You know how to share links. You know, you're gonna my rules for moderator, and I don't just let anyone do it. So we might not do it today or anything like that, but maybe in the future, because you're in here a lot. But my rules, and I know you can follow them, are no cussing, Be friendly to everybody. Remove trolls, but only if it gets bad. Usually I'll take care of it, but if you see someone, you know, cussing bad or just being mean to people, you can remove them or block them. But I usually don't have my mods block people. I usually take care of that. And then share links. I want you to share links like crazy. But maybe not tonight because I made a lot of people mods tonight and I've actually had issues with that. So, yeah. Stripers at night using black lures. Okay, what do you mean by black lures? Are you talking more soft plastics, whatever, jigs? Are you talking about spinners, whatever? Fish and Junk, you need to get on there. FishAngler is like Fishbrain, but it's bigger. It's got more people. I have a lot less followers on there because I'm not as active on there at all. You get out of apps and social media what you put into it. So the more active you are, the more you go and like people's stuff and comment. When I started my YouTube, I got a lot less active on FishAngler, and I was new on there anyway. So I need to pick back up when I get the chance. But FishAngler is just an app, just like Fishbrain. You can download it from an app store, and it's exactly the same. You can post to it. The cool thing about FishAngler is you don't have to post to like 5 different groups. When you post, you can click real quick what groups you want to post to. And so I could post to like 10 groups at once on there. Obviously, you don't want to spam and do stuff like that. But yeah, it's an awesome app. What up, Eric Burnside? Guys, go check out Eric Burnside. I know I'm like 2-3 minutes behind in the chat. That's just because I've just let the chat stack up and the chat's popping right now. So I appreciate y'all being in here. Go share this out. We got at least another hour to go to talk about fishing and stuff like that. So go share this out, guys. I'd like to get some more people in here, some more awesome people, because look at that. We got Eric Burnside. Awesome dude. Thanks for being in here, man. I hope your night's going well. We got Great Outdoors Exploring. He's been in here for a while. Really appreciate you, my dude. Tips has been in here for, you know, he's always here. He's an awesome guy, and he should have that blue wrench next to his name. Oh, let's see. James David. Either that guy has baby hands or that bluegill's a slab. Those do look like baby, like those. That's a kid, I think. Look at the life jacket and the small hands. Those are kid hands. But I think that bluegill is still well over a pound. That's still a monster tanky bluegill. All right, Jay Franks. Yeah, I'll put. I can't. I'm not gonna make any promises, but I'm writing you down just to consider, Jay Franks. I'll probably do it. Are you? Is your name Jack or something? Are you Harrison's friend? I haven't had good luck, and I know this doesn't reflect on you. You've been cool, but I've not had good luck in with making people with making Harrison's friends moderators and stuff like that. Seems to not be Harrison's fault, but Harrison's friends are just not mature at all. They keep trying to sabotage my channel, it seems like. And eventually all they're gonna earn is I'm gonna stop messing with Harrison because of them. And he's probably gonna end up stabbing them or something. So yeah. Not saying that you'll do it, Jay Franks. He said, yeah. All right, yeah, cool. I'll ask Harrison what he thinks about it, and then we'll talk about it. Because don't do what Josh did, because that dude is not on my good side right now. Let me know when you think I'm ready. It's not that you're not ready. I'll ask Harrison and make sure that nothing funny is going to happen. I don't think it will from you. Back to the fishing, y'all. That's a big brim, said Eric Birdside. That's a fatty. Like, look at that. And then does anyone recognize this picture? If anyone has a Fishbrain, they recognize this picture. This is the picture from Fishbrain when you post a bluegill. That's one of my new species from this year, guys. And they're invasive. They don't like those. They don't want you to put them back. That's what this means. It's a nuisance species. You're not even allowed. Where I was catching them in Kansas, you're not allowed to put them back alive. So we were giving them away to hungry families and stuff like that. We threw some on the bank because nobody even wanted all of them. But yeah, big head carp and then silver carp look a lot like those. They look a lot like them. What did Josh do? We could talk about it later. He really made me mad. He's the one who did the whole name thing on Harrison's channel, which he's part of Harrison's channel, so I don't know why he would do that to sabotage his own channel. I'm not going to get into all that. I don't know why Harrison's still messing with the kid, but I don't want to mess with him anymore. Got to go. Maybe back in an hour. Later fishing time. Let's go. Yeah, we're just going to keep talking about fishing and stuff because I don't want people to leave because I'm sitting here talking about drama. You know I don't like that. What up, Josiah Danbury? All right, Janice. Josiah Danbury's 10 hook sets from 300. Yeah, next time don't just ask for a shout out because I'm all about like not going on there and being like, hey, people, subscribe to me because you're not offering anything. I do like entertaining live streams and entertaining fishing videos and then hope to earn viewers from that. I like to provide some service, and that's why I'm getting the, keep it entertaining and stuff like that. So if you come on and say, hey, check out my new video, blah, 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 that's fine. But yeah, guys, please check out Josiah Danbury because he's a cool dude, got a good channel. But yeah, just don't come on and say hooks at me or just ask for shout outs in the future. You're fine though. No big deal. No big deal. I saw James David said, "Bro, you ever fish for rainbow trout?" James, you gotta check out my channel, man. The link, no, like this is my channel. You can literally just hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell next to it, and then whenever you get free time, go check out some of my videos because you'll definitely get the answer to that question. I'm the Sunfish King, but all I've been doing lately is catching freaking rainbows. No, you're fine, Josiah. You're fine. I'm just trying to get that out there, and I'm not trying to be too harsh on people, but you know how terrible the chat would be if everyone came in and said, "Subscribe to me, subscribe to me." You know what I mean? Is there any video of the fish? Bro, I'm subbed, but I'll check out your videos. Thanks, James David. I appreciate it, man. No, yeah, if you're newer, that's fine. I didn't mean it like anything bad. I just meant like I call myself Sunfish King, and my whole thing is I'm a multi-species fisherman. Last year I caught 30 different species, like 5,000 fish, but I just it's been cold, and so most of what I've been fishing for is trout. I have a lot of videos, different species, still half of them are trout on my actually on this computer right here, and then on my GoPro SD cards. But most like half of my videos I've uploaded at this point have been trout. It seems like of my full length fishing videos and stuff. So I need to upload some different stuff for sure. No, James, that all I meant was like I definitely do fish for rainbow trout and like all the time. But if you check out my videos, yeah, you'll see more about all that. What would you throw if you're fishing a stocked pond that's highly pressured? Stocked with what? If you're talking about trout, I'd just throw spinners and jigs. But stocked, I mean, you'll catch them all day. Probably catch more on power bait. Throw a couple rods out with floating power bait. But you're talking about bass. Someone else might be a better answer for that. I mean, I would say find out what people are throwing and throw something different if it's highly pressured. Sometimes you throw something completely out of left field when the pressure is really high in an area, and that's what will get them. I'm gill hunting as soon as the ice is off, bud. That's what's up. Rainbow trout. Yes, sir. Rainbow trout. Oh, okay, rainbow trout in the pond. Yeah, so all day I'd go fish the ponds, fish the bank, and walk around with I'm sure you know what little marabou jigs are, little crappie jigs, stuff like that, whether it's soft plastic or whether it's like a little marabou hair jig. This is like my favorite spinner for trout. These are awesome. Panther Martin spinners, 1/8 ounce, gold, black and gold, black and yellow, silver. All those colors seem to do awesome. Rainbow trout patterns, brown trout patterns, stuff like that. But power bait, I mean, watch some of my videos. I go out with like 3 rods with power bait, and I'll tell you exactly in those videos what rig I'm using and everything. And in those videos, I only catch a few because that was like a long time after the first stocking. They stocked like a long time ago. Then they waited month. They stocked in November. They were supposed to stock again in between, but they just screwed up and we had cold weather. They waited all the way till March to stock again. But they put a lot in, I think, in March because the last couple times I went out doing live streams and stuff, I caught 14, I caught 11, I caught a couple days that I didn't live stream, but I recorded. I caught over 20 on just the same power bait rig and everything like that. So those videos are coming soon as well. On FishAngler, people call Sharina the drum queen. Yeah, drums are fun, though. They get pretty big and catch them a lot out of the river. It seems like drum are the one fish that, like, you go out for catfish and you catch way too many drum. You're like, okay, I just want it to be a dang catfish. I'm tired of these drum. But sometimes I'll go catfish, I'll catch nothing but gar and drum. It's like, dang, where's the catfish? What up, Jeremy? Is it the real Jeremy? We've had a lot of fakes tonight. I'm just joking, man. That's crazy. Haven't tried marabous? Okay. I'm sure you know what they look like. And I probably have them all in my fishing backpack, so I doubt I have any here to show you guys. But I'm sure you know what little marabou jigs look like. They're just the little jigs that have hair or feathers or whatever on them. And yeah, it looks like all mine are like in my backpack right now, so I can't really show them to you guys. But trout magnets work amazing too. So like these little trout magnet type dealy boppers, those work awesome. Under a float, tiny float like these, or just fished on on a jig head without a float. So yeah, all that stuff is good. Tiny cranks work pretty well too for trout worms, little soft plastic stuff like that. I did see your Panther Martin haul. Yeah, so you know I'm going for the trout. Let's see. The one and only, my brother. Yeah, Jeremy, you missed it. We had some trolls and some bullcrap. So I don't know what happened. Fishing with G. Remember how he lost his account and then it was Fishing with G too? I think a fake fishing with G2 came in tonight. He said, "What happened to my blue wrench?" And I was like, "Oh, I forgot to give you your blue wrench after you made your new account." Second I gave him the blue wrench, he started blocking everybody from my chat. So it was a fake fishing with G. Because the real fishing with G is a cool kid. So I know he wouldn't do that. I don't know what happened. Power bait rig is like Carolina. Yeah, I do the Carolina rig. Basically gonna look like I have to have something with it set up. I'll show it to you on this little creek fishing rig I got. So you're gonna have like a 1/4 ounce of weight. If it's strong current or a windy day, I'll do like a 1/2 ounce of weight. Then you got your swivel, and then I do probably 2 or 4 pound test. It's fun, and the fish will bite a lot better. They won't bite very much on above 8 pound really. So I do 2 or 4 pound leader longer than this. This is only like 8 inches. I do like a 18 to 30 inch leader, and then I do like a size 12 tiny little salmon egg hook, and I put power bait, dough, floating bait. So this stuff is glitter and orange, but what I normally use is the pre-cut chunks. So like this stuff is money all day. That's what the container looks like. I know it's a little bright, but it's got to say floating on it. And then the small hooks are so it'll float off the bottom pretty much as long as your leader is. And that has been slaying them lately. If anyone has been watching my live streams, like absolute nonstop action. I'd catch twice as many fish. I just suck at my timing. Dang, I missed the hammer time. So Sharina said, "Did we freeze? What, did I freeze or something for a second?" You catch a lot of sheep's head while smallmouth fishing on Lake Erie. When you say sheep's head, oh, you got to be talking about freshwater drum. Yeah, some people call freshwater drum sheep's head, but there's a saltwater species called sheep's head, so that's why I try to stay away from those names that mean 2 different things. Like brim, I'll never call bluegill a brim, even though there's nothing wrong with calling them that. A lot of people down south call them brim, but there's literally a fish called a brim that gets huge. It's nothing like a bluegill. So MC Hammer up in here. How heavy is your egg weight? So those ones are 1/4 ounce, and I can use 1. I can use 2. It depends on the stream and if the water's moving. Is 6 pound fluoro overkill? It's not, but I would buy 4 if you're gonna throw the power bait or some type of bait that's gonna sit there where the fish is gonna come up and be biting because they're trying to eat it. If you're gonna throw panther martins or you're gonna throw jigs or something like that, do not use any leader. Don't go with a swivel or anything or line weight or anything like that. Just do your main line as 8 pound. And that moving bait, the fish are going to hit that. You might 6 pound is fine. I do 6 pound actually, 6 or 8. Stronger than that, thicker line, heavier line than that, it's gonna be harder to cast. Lighter than that, the second you get that panther martin stuck on a rock or a stick or something, boom snap, boom snap, boom snap. You go through these $4 or $5 panther martins. If you're on vacation buying them from tourist shops, bait shops, they're like $7 for the panther martins. I lost a lot in one day until I went from 4 pound to 8 pound. It was a big difference. So reaction baits, you can get away with 8 pounds. Some people even throw braid with those. She said, yeah, sheep's head is drum. Hello, I don't know where they call freshwater drum. She said thunder pumper. I'm pretty sure some people call them gas pagoos too, unless I'm talking about some wrong type of fish. But I've heard a lot of names for freshwater drum. A lot of names for freshwater drum. And then freshwater drum will bite on bass, tackle, and stuff like that. But I also catch them on worms. So like whether you're catfishing or bass fishing, if you're fishing where there's drum, you're likely to get drum as a bycatch. So guys, if you guys want to share this, that'd be awesome. We only got 6 people in here. Everyone's dropping like flies. It's probably getting late in some of your guys' time zones and stuff, which is cool. So let's get right back to freshwater fish. And let me know if you've ever snagged for carp, because I got a video coming out sometime soon, snagging for big, like 6, 8 pound carp. My friend got like a 16 pounder or something like that. Got a nice gar in that video too. Good night, Great Outdoors. Guys, go ahead and drop on by his channel and do him a favor. Or them. I'm not sure if it's one person or multiple people running that channel. But check out Great Outdoors Exploring. And thanks for being in here. Have a great night. They have a lot of names. I've got 200 plus in your back. Yeah, I'm jealous that you live right on that river, I believe it is. I saw your backyard flood and you were fishing in the backyard. If I had a backyard honey hole, oh my goodness. I do have a lake pretty much across the street, so I can't complain too much. I got a lake. If I wanted to walk to my lake, it would take less than 4 minutes, less than 3 minutes. I could sprint there in like 2 minutes or less. Jeremy's still here. Tips icy. Said good night, great outdoors. Yeah, good night, man. So yeah, guys, obviously they got the common carp. They've caught the largest is just over 40. They've got the grass carp. I was waiting for that, just like we have here. Not too much different. I don't think Harrison's going to be doing any carp fishing when he's down there. He didn't mention that to me. He's definitely going to do some freshwater and some saltwater fishing. But like I decided, even though he had to leave, to stick with talking about what he wanted to talk about with the Florida trip and the stream and everything like that, because you know, I never know if I might take a trip to Florida. I got grandparents in Florida, stuff like that. So all this information could definitely pertain to me, and that'd be awesome for my channel if I get the opportunity to go to Florida, catch some new species, even do some saltwater fishing. It'd be great. So later, we only got 3 people in here, man. If anyone could do me a favor and share this out, like I said, I do these streams and I'll go as long as people want to stay and hang out. But if we only got 3 people in here, let me know if there's something wrong with the audio or there anything like that, any reason why people are dropping out, if there's other streams going on. But let me know if you guys can share it out, whatever we can do to keep this thing going. I'm going to keep talking about the freshwater fish of Florida. We'll get into saltwater fish, fishing junk. I like to catch them with ultralight. You talking about drum? That's what's up. Yeah, we'll talk about saltwater pretty soon, actually. For sure. This is a type of sucker fish. But yeah, we'll keep going unless like if only 3 people stay in here or something like that, I don't get too many people, then I'll just, you know, end the thing. Yeah, I'll give you guys a fair warning. I won't just say, oh, I'm ending it. But yeah, we got 5 people in here. Definitely going to keep going with it. Harrison had to leave if anyone's just joining in. Sniper of Spades. What? He's back. Thanks, appreciate it. We had like a few people had to go to bed, so it went from like 12 people in here down to 5, and I was like, should I even keep going right now? But since y'all are down to hang out and stuff like that, we'll definitely keep going. Fishing junk. So when you get into salt, I'll be talking more. Yeah, we'll transition into salt pretty quick. I'll rush through. I don't think I'm gonna go through the whole species list, but I want to go through just a few more fish. What if I could, bro? Said Jeremy. As far as like sharing it out or whatever, no, you're fine. Let's see. Catfish, yeah. I mean, it's Florida. It's warm. They got big catfish. Blue cats, brown bullheads, yellow bullheads, which we have brown and yellow here, but like 99.9% yellow. They got the channels. Look at this. Electric catfish. I have never. They're a nuisance species. They want them removed. Let me know if you guys have ever heard of the electric catfish. So in Florida, I don't know if they're going to be where Harrison's going on his trip, where Sharp Fishing TV is going. But apparently the electric catfish have the ability to produce an electric shock up to 350 volts. They originated from tropical Africa and the Nile River, which means someone brought them there. They didn't swim all the way there. They may reach a length of 4 feet and weigh up to 45 pounds. Guys, imagine catching a 45-pound catfish and getting shocked by it. This fish is prohibited in Florida. If caught, discard it. And of course, they don't have a picture of it. She said, electric catfish. Tomorrow's your day off from school, so you get to stay up later. Awesome. Awesome. So you guys have heard of the electric catfish? Maybe I'll look up a picture. I don't want to just freaking bring up Google, so let me bring this tab away so you guys can't see it. You know how it goes. I don't want to have some random crap come up here. So let's do electric catfish. Images. Wow. Okay. I'll pop this on over for y'all to see. Look at that. Electric catfish. It says for sale. People buy these things. They're sold out. They're weird looking. The mouth looks like a normal catfish, and then nothing else does. Like the tail is all wrong. It's a flat tail. Look at them. These look small, but they said they get to 45 pounds. That's nuts. They look like an eel or something. But that thing can shock you. 350 volts, which isn't enough to like kill you or anything like that. A lot less than a taser or something. But wouldn't feel good. Wouldn't be fun. Jeremy. Comment of the night. Underrated comment of the night. He said, that's shocking. Bam! That's a great joke, Jeremy. Jeremy got the joke, man. Now, how in the world will you take it off the hook? Rubber pliers. I don't know. I would hate to catch an electric catfish. That'd be awful. You got the thing shocking everything and just freaking out. Now, look at this. Walking catfish. And I have heard of this one. Air breathing. I've heard these things can stay out of the water for like a day or two. Air breathing catfish. Why do they got all these weird fish, y'all? Do you keep the fish you snag? PA does not allow snagging at all. So I mean, if you're asking me, I've only ever snagged for Asian carp, which are you're not allowed to throw them back. So people go snagging for them on purpose. They snag them and throw them on the bank. They don't try to keep them or whatever. I feel bad throwing them on the bank and not keeping them. You can't throw them back alive. They're a terrible, terrible fish. They shouldn't be here. So I try to keep as many as I can. But last time I freaking kept like 15, and I gave a bunch to a bunch of hungry families and stuff, and I kept some for myself. But it's Asian carp. It's not great to eat, and one, it's fun to catch them, and two, the Kansas where I catch them, the Kansas Wildlife Agency literally wants you to go there and catch as many as possible and kill them all. So yeah, that's the only fish I don't snag for nothing else. And I know people snag for paddlefish and stuff like that because there's really no other way to catch them. I might try that sometime, but I'm just not super into the whole snagging thing. I just like normal fishing. Super fun to snag for Asian carp though because they're filter feeders. They don't bite anything, but you're definitely doing a service by snagging those and taking them out. I can't help it. Dad jokes, lol. Straight up dad jokes. Yeah, that's crazy. The air-breathing catfish. And the white catfish, that's actually a type of bullhead, I believe. They get bigger, though. They walk in the grass back in the water. That'd be cool. If Harrison catches one of those, I hope he puts it down on the bank and lets it walk back on its own. The creek chub sucker. I need to look into that because maybe that's what I caught. I caught an unidentified fish that looks somewhat between a chub and a sucker in Arkansas. So I need to see what that is. And then we got all these. Oh, yeah, he said he wanted to catch some cichlids. It's a shame there's not pictures, and you actually can't throw some of them back, which sucks. They're beautiful fish. I mean, cichlids they look like sunfish, like bluegill, stuff like that, but they are beautiful. A lot of different types. And then they call them specks. A lot of people call them specks in Florida. And then I think in Louisiana and stuff, some people call them sac a lait, which means sack of milk in French. Weird Louisiana people. That's a jab at you, Jeremy. So crappie. They got American eels. I don't know if he's going to be catching any of that. I'm pretty sure they got American eels where he's from in Maryland in the rivers, so it's not that weird. They have the electric eel. You can't throw that back. Alligator gar. If he hooks up with something like that, at like a swamp or a river, those things they can weigh up to 200 pounds. Those things get absolutely massive. Largest freshwater fish in North America. They are freaking tanks. Like, they're nuts. Spotted gar. We do have spotted gar in Missouri, just not in my area. I think they're more southeast. I've got one long nose gar. That video is coming up soon. Mine was almost 7 pounds, which is actually pretty big as far as length. Blueback herring. I didn't know herring was a freshwater fish. You learn something new every day. It just sounded to me, the name herring sounded like a saltwater fish. So I don't know what this thing is, called a brown hapolo. A lot of types of fish that aren't even on here. The lamprey, those are super weird. So some places they're super invasive and you can't throw them back. But where they belong, like the Pacific lamprey up in like Washington and stuff like that, it's the other way around. They've had so many of them killed and they provide a good food source for stuff that they've actually affected the ecosystem to where there's die-off. So they're actually trying to put lampreys back into some waters while trying to completely eliminate them from other waters. It's just where they belong and where they don't. Jeremy said, watch it, I'll jab back. Wow, those are awesome. I'd love to catch the river monster size gar. That'd be sick. It really would. Like, those gars get mad. Just guys go look up pictures of alligator gar and stuff like that. I think I can bring up a picture pretty quick right here. I want to see a monster one to show you guys. I know you guys probably have seen them. If you haven't, images. Alligator gar. That doesn't even look real. Guys, you think this is real or fake? Here we go. Real or fake? It might be. That looks actually pretty real, actually. At first, I thought it was fake, but it doesn't have that Photoshop blurry look around. Like, that looks like his hand's actually on the thing and everything. I don't know what just happened. Let's go ahead and close that down. Yeah, RRC, what up, man? Thanks for joining in. He thinks it looks real. Yeah, those things get massive. I mean, I wouldn't hold that like he is, man. I just, I don't know. Freaking hold that thing up. Have it snap and bite your arm off. Best day ever. Sharina, that's crazy. So her largest gar is 4 feet. And I wish I measured mine because it was long. It was at least 3 feet. It was at least 3 feet, but it was only 6 pounds. Like, I thought it would weigh a lot more. I was expecting it to be like 10 pounds. I weighed it and it was 6 pounds, 6 pounds, 10 ounces, something like that, almost 7 pounds. It was a good one for sure, but they don't weigh as much as you would think until they get real thick. It's real. There's a super short vid on her page, just her holding it. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's a molly. They keep those in aquariums a lot. So it gets so warm in Florida, they got these tropical aquarium fish. This is the white perch. I think it's in the white bass family. But yeah, it says they're a nuisance, but they're not listed as a nuisance species. But the white perch, we definitely don't have them here. There, chain pickerel. And they do have the chain pickerel in Missouri, just not anywhere near me. I know of one lake, and there's more than one lake, I'm sure, but I know of one lake that has them for sure, and it's like 4 hours. I guess as far as it could possibly be while still being in Missouri. It's crazy. Plico, it's another tropical freshwater fish. Sawfish, super endangered. I wish they had a picture. It looks like a sturgeon. I know you guys probably know what a sturgeon looks like, and then it's got a bunch of sharp teeth surrounding the nose, the snout thing. They got lots of bait fish. Everywhere does. Not exciting. Not exciting. Snakehead. That's an invasive fish. I don't know why they don't have it listed as one you got to kill, but it's invasive. They came from Asia. But look, here's the difference. A lot of people get snakehead and bowfin mixed up. I mean, their heads look literally just like a snake, in my opinion. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if they kind of adapted to look like a snake to scare stuff off when they're coming through the water, so they look like a snake, but they literally look like a snake. So that's the difference there. And then I don't know what this little thing is. No idea. Bowfin, they got those. They got the snook. I had a friend go to Florida, he's in Florida right now, about to come back, and he just caught like 5 or 6 snook today. Sawfish are awesome. Yeah, they get huge. I once saw alligator gar that was as big around as a steering wheel for cars. Like, I bet that was a fatty, man. That's crazy. We got them, but they call them jackfish. Which ones? The sawfish? Stingray. That'd be crazy. I don't think I want to mess with a stingray. They got a couple different types of sturgeon, guys. 3 different types. Suckers. Look at that. I knew they had different sunfish. They got the flyer sunfish. So that's definitely a different type of sunfish. That'd be awesome to catch, see if it tastes good, stuff like that. Green sunfish, what we got here, long ear, which they make that look chunky. It's not. Those things get up to like, it says long ear can weigh 2 pounds. That's just wrong. It's just not true. Like, it just really isn't. I could look up the weight, but the record here is 4 ounces. And so I know the record in Florida might be a tiny bit bigger, but it's not. They don't get 2 pounds. There ain't no way. So I'm not feeding you all the correct information if I'm reading all this stuff, but I know that's not true. Hopefully the rest of it's about right. Never heard of a mud sunfish. Let me know if you guys have heard of that. There's 3 species of snook in Florida. Bowfin or beast. I've never caught a bowfin. That'd be awesome. But they're only along the Mississippi River, so at the very far east part of Missouri, and I live on the far west part of Missouri, so it's like 4-hour drive. Sharina said she didn't think, and thank you, thank you everybody for being in here, for real. Fist bump to y'all. I really appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging out with me. I thought I'd have more people, but that's nothing bad about you guys at all. It's like other people must be live streaming tonight, and it's starting to get late and stuff like that. So Harrison's channel, it sucked because we had a good 13 people in here, and I was like, all right, let's just get everyone over to my stream. I come in here at 6, but that's cool. It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, I wish we had pumpkin seeds. Here's the next fish. I wish we had pumpkin seeds where I live in Missouri, but we just don't. Everyone calls long ears or red ear. They call different things pumpkin seeds, bluegill even, but they're just not. They're not the same. We don't have them in Missouri. They get really pretty though. I don't think that picture does them, all the justice they deserve. Fist bump said tips icy. Awesome. Yeah, Sunfish Squad for life, y'all. Sunfish, this is the red breast, which I know they have in Georgia as well because Sunfish Assassin catches these. But yeah, those things are pretty sick. I think they're more of a river fish. They're probably kind of like the green sunfish. They like rocks and rivers and stuff like that. Red ear, shellcracker. Let me know if you guys have caught those. Those are awesome. I've caught quite a few last year, and they're like the most uncommon sunfish around here. I could even catch more long ear, which is still pretty uncommon. I could catch more long ear, but I don't know where to catch warmouth at all. They're not even in this area. Same with orange spotted sunfish. But with the other 4 species of sunfish in Missouri, bluegill, long ear, green sunfish, and red ear. The red ear are the ones that I can target the least because I got a couple places, like literally maybe one place around here that I know of, maybe two, that have long ear, and I can go fish for them, and when it's warm, I can catch quite a few. But with red ear, I don't even know how to target them because they'll go for the same dang thing that bluegill will, and they'll hang out in the same spot as bluegill. So I can fish for them all day, and it's just luck. There's so many less of them. So if I get one or two, that's awesome. They taste so good, and they swallow the hooks more than bluegill, so it's hard to release them. But I try to release all the red ears I can because there's just not a lot in my area, and they're an awesome fish. Had to do some brief research. Our state record red ear is 2.87. How is your state record bluegill only 1.61? That's nuts. That's nuts, Jeremy. Yeah, red ears get big. Long ears are the ones that don't get big. And then orange spotted, they've got way too many. They're called stump knockers. We have these in Missouri, but I don't know where. I literally have not found anyone who knows where they are, but it's claimed that they're in Missouri. So they must be in like really hard. I need to look up their range. They must be few and far between and nowhere near me because I've never seen one ever. Orange spotted sunfish. They had this. There's a spotted sunfish also just called spotted sunfish, but it's not on there. There's tarpon. And they listed on here because they can be found in brackish water. So they're listed with the freshwater fish. Let's see. Sharina, I'm going to have to catch you in the next live stream. Great shows. Yeah, every Tuesday I do this. And then sometime this weekend, I'm going to be trying to do a live stream. I don't know. I want to do a content creator stream soon. I want to do another movie night or reacting to videos stream soon. And I definitely want to do another trivia night soon. So I got all those planned. But then also this weekend, I'm trying to fit in an interview with Sleepy Hollow, who's an awesome guy. You guys will love his channel. So I got way too much planned and way too much non-YouTube stuff going on as well. But you know me. You know I'll be doing plenty of live streams, and I'll try to, make them go for 3, 4, 5 hours, stuff like that. So I give plenty of different people time to come in, when they can and stuff like that. So thanks, Sharina. Appreciate you. You'll get your sticker very, very soon. And thanks for being in here. Awesome. Let's see. Tips. Thanks for hanging out with us. Tips said I plan on catching a good amount of 10 to 11, hoping to smash a 12-inch this year. Are you talking about bluegill or what? Jeremy said their state record warmouth is 2.13, but I know that can't be right. That's huge for a warmouth, man. What website are you looking at? That's the only panfish they list. I can't wait for the trivia, said Fish and Junk. Yeah, Fish and Junk won last time, and RRC, if you're in here, he won the time before that. So I'll plug their Fishbrains real quick. RRC is the real RC fishing. Just giving you guys another shout out because I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, that's awesome. Tips Icy. 12 inches massive. I got a friend who catches the biggest bluegills he can. He's got a couple 12 inches. The second he catches them, he goes and uses them as live bait in the river. My guy's caught 50+ pound catfish on those bluegills. He uses the biggest ones he can catch, and it's like sometimes he goes out for 8 hours and catches nothing. Sometimes he goes out and catches a monster in just an hour or two. It's nuts. It really is. I've got trout worms like in the crack of my laptop right now. I don't know how I'm going to get that out. Actually, it's a trout magnet. True fisherman. Look at that. That was stuck in my computer. A little soft plastic. And then Fish and Junk. I'm going to share his Fishbrain thing as well. If you guys have a Fishbrain, please check out those two guys. Fish and Junk. Wow, Snags and Drags. We're talking about, we're getting to the end right here of talking about freshwater fishing in Florida, and then we're going to move to saltwater fishing. So if you have any expertise on saltwater fishing, we'd love to hear it. We're going to move into that. But, go check out these two dudes. Go check out The Real RC and Fish and Junk on Fishbrain if you guys haven't. And then Snags and Drags is on there too, but I always forget what his Fishbrain name is because I think it's his actual name. You have to do more research because 1.61 can't be right on bluegill either. You've caught some off beds that are 1.25. Yeah, there's no way. That's too small because ours is like 4 pounds. 3 pounds, 10 ounce, something like that. I don't want shout outs. I want a saltwater trivia. That's the real goal. I have some saltwater in there. The goal is to keep it entertaining for everybody. So if you win one more, like I said, I promise I'll add 10 or 15 fly fishing questions, and I'll add like 20 or so saltwater questions. Just like I promised, I'll do that if you win one more. But I'm also, if I add that many, I'm also going to add a similar number of non-saltwater and non-fly fishing questions because people like me who don't saltwater fish, know nothing about fly fishing, don't fly fish, they're going to leave if they get too many questions about that stuff. And that's why I do all these different topics and then randomize them. So hopefully you only get 2 or 3 in a row at the most where you're like, I have no freaking idea. And then you get one of the easy ones after that where it's just a race or something. So I'll definitely do that for you, man. And even if you don't win another one, I'll still add a couple saltwater and a couple fly fishing for you because I like to, you know, cater to the people and stuff like that. If I got a lot of people in here who like saltwater, I'm going to add some more saltwater stuff. I know everybody likes bass, so I can never go wrong adding bass content, stuff like that. Chips Icy said, I lose the saltwater trivia. Yeah, we're not going to do a saltwater only. That's why. See, it's things like that why I can't just do strictly saltwater, but you know how it is. He said, you're a good organizer. Nice work, King. I try. I mean, I try to organize all these things, and I try to at least know what I'm talking about. Some people do live streams, and they get quiet because they don't know what to talk about. And, like, what I used to do, my lists would look like this. I don't know if y'all can see that. Where, like, I do a whole page of what I want to talk about, and then a whole page of what I want to talk about. Now, my lists look more like this. Well, I'll write a couple things on there, and I'll read one word and be like, okay, I got to talk about all that. Okay, I'll look, you know. Stuff like that. You never want to come up here and be, so what do you guys want to talk about today? But yeah, tarpon, fishing with junks, fish, and I don't know if we'll get time, but if we get time, we might react to some videos. There's some awesome tarpon videos online. But Fishing with Junk had suggested a video for us the other day that had tarpon. It was awesome. People were like fly fishing for some tarpon. Same with redfish as well, the red drum. That's the goal. More salt fly fishing questions. Yeah, I'll definitely get that for you. You got to win one more, and then I'll get a lot more salt and fly fishing questions for you. But I can promise you at least a couple, whether you win or not. Bass is okay. It's not the main fish in my state, so I can't love it. I'm a little more excited for bass than you are about that for sure. But yeah, they're not like I only go out fish for bass. They're the best fish, whatever. You know, I'm the type of guy that I will continue as I go forward to get better and improve as much as I can in all these different fishing techniques. But I'm never going to be the guy who gets amazing overnight at one technique like bass fishing or anything like that, because I'll go for bass for a day. And then the next day, I want to go for something different. I want to go for catfish. I want to go for microfish. I want to go for creek fish. I want to go for panfish. I want to go for gar, carp, whatever. Like I'm a multi-species fisherman, and it doesn't excite me to go for the same fish every single day. Now, on a trip where I'm targeting trout or something, I will try to go for the same fish every day. But I even went to a lake one day trying to catch something else. I even went to fish for lake trout one day and pike one day because I wanted to mix it up. I am through and through a multi-species fisherman. So I love all fish, but I will, if I've caught nothing but bass for 20 days, I'm like, dude, I'm not even want to fish for bass. I want to fish for something else. No offense to any bass fishermen, no offense to any cat fishermen only. It's just not me. I didn't fish when I was younger. I got into fishing very recently, and part of the whole thing ever since the beginning to me has been trying to catch all the different species. And I don't see myself as having like the monetary means and the time and everything to travel to all these places and be like a life lister and catch like 500 different fish, but I definitely will keep track of my list. I'm at 37 species right now, and new PBs, new techniques, you know, catching fish on new techniques, catching new species, stuff like that. That'll always be what excites me the most about fishing, just mixing it up. Did you do a live with Sharp? Yeah, we did a live on Sharp's channel for, I don't know how long it went, a little over an hour, and then he got busy and he had to leave. So I just did this exact same live, and I just moved over to my channel. So we're literally continuing that one. That one went about an hour. I'm not sure how long. And then this one has been going for an hour and 20 minutes. We had 13 people, 12 people in here, something like that. We're down to 4 now. So I'm going to keep it going unless it drops down to just like 2 people. And then I'm like, I'll gauge the room, be like, do you guys really want to keep going? Because I have no problem keep talking if you guys are in here chilling, but it's always more fun to have, you know, more than 3-4 people in here to chat and contribute to the conversation. My phone's blowing up. Let's see. It's saying our state record chain pickerel is only 5.75, and I'm pretty sure I caught one bigger. That's huge for a chain pickerel, though. You're going to win one more. You went fishing 4 times for bass, didn't catch one on all 4 days. That's a super skunk, bro. If you went out there just sitting there with worms, you probably would have caught more bass. Sometimes when I'm not catching bass on anything, I just put on a live worm, see what happens. Spotted tilapia, they're not on here, but here's warmouth. To me, that's a little more colorful than warmouth normally are. They're usually a little more darker. And then we won't get into all this. This is worms and bait fish. We don't want to talk about that. So what I'm going to do real quick is we're going to go over saltwater. I know we got Fish and Junk here. He's going to talk a lot more about that in the chat. But here's the saltwater. We'll just do all, I guess. There's backcountry, sharks and rays, inshore, offshore, all this stuff. But we'll just kind of, if there's any of these fish you guys want me to click on, I don't know if it's going to bring up a picture or what happens when I click on it. But let me know if there's any fish you want me to click on and look at further. I think that's a thing. Like, let's try it with the southern kingfish. When you click on this, what happens? Oh, a whole bunch. It comes up and tells you everything about it. I don't buy worms. Can't ever seem to just find them. Well, if you bought worms, you'd catch more fish. I fish for anything when I'm with my kids, but I'm a bass and muskie angler. Yeah, I'm a everything angler. If I come up there and fish with you off the hook, I will definitely go for bass and muskie because that's your expertise. But don't be surprised if you find me up at 6 a.m. while you're still asleep out there fishing for bluegills with some worms or something. You know, whatever I can find. I don't know if there's bluegills in your area, but you know what I mean. Sleepy Hollow, what up? I'm going to interview you this weekend, man. We're going to make it happen. He got some big old nurse sharks this summer. Awesome. Sniper's got to bounce, and he's going to come back. You definitely got to make sure you're prepared for fishing tomorrow. Walmart got them worms. Walmart definitely, that's where I go to get my worms. I went to Walmart in Warrensburg, where I go to college the other day. No worms. I had to buy fake worms, and they didn't work. I didn't catch nothing on the fake worms. Yo, sweet. What up, Sleepy Hollow says, tips icy. So yeah, this is the southern kingfish, otherwise known as the southern king croaker or the king whiting or the Carolina whiting. It's got a million freaking names. Shallow coastal waters, so he could definitely get into those. They grow up to 20 inches, long, slender fish. And then yeah, it just says a bunch of stuff about how to identify them and stuff like that. So back to the list. That was the wrong list. Back to the right list. Hey man. What up, Sleepy Hollow? I'm going to try to make a part 2 of live shadfish. That's what's up. Do you guys ever go and get your own worms or other baits? Yeah, one of the funnest things to do. That's why like microfishing's awesome. You catch your own minnows and stuff that way. Go dig up your own worms. You guys should check out Forward Fishing. I think Forward Fishing's link is in this description on this video. He's got a video with 30 or 40,000 views, and it's a really good way to, or there's 2 of them. It's one of the guys from Forward Fishing. And they've got this awesome way to catch more worms, and you should try it because it totally works. You'll get a lot of worms that way. You should use that Fish and Junk. It works if you go to the right spot. So yeah, anyone else can comment if you guys get your own live bait and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll catch crickets, I'll catch worms, and then sometimes I'll catch small fish and use them as bait. I've never bought bait fish. I take that back. I've bought minnows. I have bought minnows. I have bought minnows off the hook. So yeah, we got, I don't know what the ballyhoo is, I don't know what the bay anchovy is. Some of these might just be bait fish, you know. I'm out as dark lights on the boat. Off the hook is going to bed, I think. He said I'm out as dark lights on the boat. If you're leaving later, man, dude, here in Cali, whiting are called corbina, and they get big. That was the thing that you cut up in your most popular video, corbina. That was a whiting thing. You said it tasted really good. Let me know if that's the wrong one. Oh, yeah, dude, I'm definitely going for carp at your place. If they have giant commons that big, oh my goodness. Off the Hook is sending me pictures of big fish, trying to get me excited. Later, buddy. Have a good night, Off the Hook. Yeah, if you're leaving Off the Hook later, thanks for being in here. Guys, this stream is sponsored by Off the Hook Outdoors. He will get his name on, and he'll be my sponsor for the next 2 weeks. But his name will be, and his link will be on every video. I'll shout him out in every single video. If any of you guys are interested in partially sponsoring or fully sponsoring my next month, which will be the middle of April into the middle of May, let me know, because it's $25 or less. You can throw in a couple bucks, whatever. And if you do that, then you'll be a partial or full sponsor of my live stream. So you'll get a lot of shout outs. Your name and your link will be in the description, and it'll just help me to continue to do unlimited live streams and stuff like that. So that's what I need to keep going, is I need to find some money or get some awesome people to contribute, something like that. But anyway, moving on. I'm not telling you guys to donate. I think my link's in the description, though, if anyone's interested. So I'm never going to let anyone donate even $1 to me without getting shout out like crazy. Big Eyes Scad? Not Shad, Scad? Okay. There's the Southern Stingray, guys. Red Snapper. Look at that. And I know that's a good fish to eat. Pinkish red all over the whole body, whitish below. Its anal fin is sharply pointed. The juvenile snapper occurs over sandy or muddy bottoms. They reach sexual maturity at the age of 2, so they can reproduce pretty quickly. Red snapper, they feed on crustaceans and fish. The state record in Florida is 46.5 pounds caught near Destin, Florida. And I've been to the beach in Destin, Florida before. Snappers will take soft-bodied jigs, bucktails, and spoons. So you got to fish for them with lures, it looks like. But I guess you could use, they eat crustaceans and fish, so I guess you could use, cut bait, live bait for them. Sometimes they live over 20 years and get to 35 pounds or more. Well, yeah, obviously if they get to 46. Oh, off the hook said I'm not leaving yet. You said I'm out I'm out at dark lights on the boat. Oh, you're out at dark. Off the hook, I thought you said I'm out like dark lights on the boat. I thought you were making a joke. I'm dumb. I'm not an intelligent guy. I'm hilarious. You can fly fish for them. You can fly fish with a red snapper. That's what's up. Fishing Junk's all about fly fishing and saltwater fishing. I like talking to different people that fish for different stuff. All right, let's go back to that. But yeah, it's an awesome looking fish. They get big. Black Bomber 6-inch version. What is that, a bait that you throw for that type of fish or something? Fishing time, let's go. Look, these are awesome. I don't know anything about these. Let me know if you guys know anything about the palomita. I've heard of amberjacks, obviously. That's a lesser amberjack. There's a hardhead catfish. Hardhead catfish. And let me know if any of these I pass if you want to look at in more detail. It's not listed a lot here, but it says view more, so maybe more will pop up. I've heard of this. That's crazy. The gaff topsail catfish. It looks kind of like, your average catfish, but it's a saltwater catfish and has a massive most people, if you've heard of the term sail cats, most people call these sail cats. They have a huge sail-like fin on their dorsal fin, and their pectoral fins are pretty long too. But yeah, their spines on their fins have long, fleshy filaments. It says only 2 barbells on the chin. They're found in continental waters, brackish waters. They're less common than the hardhead. The state record is 8 pounds 14 ounces, so they don't get super big. Smaller than state record for the main 3 species of catfish, but bigger than bullheads. To give you some reference. Hardhead cats are trash fish, said Fishing Junk. I don't really know what the definition of trash fish is. People say that all the time. I wouldn't call a single fish ever a trash fish. But I think he just means that they don't like to eat them or something like that. I don't know. Everyone says trash. I would never call anything a trash fish. Except maybe Asian carp. I'd call that a trash fish because they're absolutely useless besides food. But you don't want them here, even for food. Sail cats. Some people eat them. I don't like them, though. Okay. Fantail mullet. That's a mullet. A lot of people use that for bait. Banded rudder fish. There's the bull shark. Bull sharks have been found all the way in Missouri, which is in the middle of the continent. Like Missouri River. Because they're like the only shark that can go in freshwater. Here, I'll click it and show you. Common apex predator. Inhabits estuarine, nearshore, and offshore waters. They may inhabit freshwater, sometimes venturing hundreds of miles inland up coastal river systems. See, I'm not making this stuff up. They're a versatile and opportunistic feeder. They found in their stomachs. They found all types of fish and invertebrates, sharks, rays, dolphins, sea turtles, and birds. They give birth to live young, so they don't have eggs. They get up to about 11 feet, and they're estimated to live 24 years or more. So that's pretty crazy. People do eat them, and they do well in captivity. They're one of the more dangerous shark species. Of all shark species, the bull sharks are 3rd for highest number of shark attacks on humans. I keep bringing up that freshwater one. We're done with that. We're done. Let's see. I'd rather not catch a hardhead and not catch a fish. I'd rather catch any fish. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't get that mentality, dude. He said, that's not me, man. What do you mean? Do you guys rather eat smaller or bigger cats? I'll eat any catfish up to like channel cat. I don't think I'd eat one bigger than 10, 15 pounds. I might, but it's not going to be as good. I mean, I've eaten 40-pound carp and it's been good smoked. I wouldn't eat giant ones because the meat just gets tougher and gross and not very good. The small ones taste pretty good, but I also don't like to kill small fish. I don't like to cut up small fish, like too small. I will take some undersized fish to help the population and to fill my freezer. When I say undersized, I don't mean under the legal size. I mean smaller fish, as long as they're legal to take. Snags and drags, hooks at fishing junk. All right, fishing junk. Did you say you're gonna come out with some videos at some point, or am I just drunk? Was that ever a plan of yours to do any filming, or am I totally making that up? I've had a couple people say that they're thinking about it. Tips Icy said just hook set, snags, and drags. Yeah, you guys are awesome. There's Sleepy Hollow's link that Off the Hook shared. Man, I got some of the awesomest, like, I don't know what to call you, fans, supporters, friends, family, whatever. I got the awesomest fishing family here. It's freaking awesome. You guys are so cool. So let's go back. They give birth to 1 to 13 pups, they call them, babies at a time. That bull shark. You got the yellowtail snapper. You got the white grunt. So yeah, Fishing Junk has thought about making videos. Yeah, if you do, man, I bet they'd be awesome. I bet they'd be awesome. I don't know what's going to come up when I click view more. These are just the same fish. These are just all the same fish. Oh no, they keep going. Where did the other one end? Right here. Okay, so sheepshead. That's what I was telling you guys. Sheepshead's different than freshwater drum. A lot of people call freshwater drum sheepshead, but it's a completely different fish. Doesn't look anything like it. So that's why I don't call freshwater drum sheepshead. That's why I don't call bluegill brim, because I just don't call stuff the common names. Things that have multiple common names. There goes my pencil. It literally disappeared. But I don't call them the common name that could be confused with another fish. You're fine to do that. There's nothing against it. I just try to go for the least confusing description as possible. Tips just shared Off the Hook Outdoors link. He's the sponsor of this channel. You guys should definitely be checking him out. Not the sponsor of the whole channel. You know what I mean. He's the sponsor of these live streams right now. He really helped me out, and I really appreciate that, dude. You know I do. Schoolmaster. Look at this, guys. I couldn't even be sharing this info right now if it wasn't for him. The Schoolmaster. I've never heard of that. Olive gray, yellow tinge, reddish tinge. 8 pale vertical bands. It's crazy. We got the Scamp Sand Perch. That looks kind of like, a little bit like some stuff we have. Darters, log perch, stuff like that in the creeks. There's a porgy. I don't got the money to get a GoPro, though. I spend lots of time fly fishing and normally fishing. Yeah, and just start recording it if you can. I mean, if you have a decent phone that takes decent video, you can record with your phone. You can even get a chest mount or I've got a lot of these. I can't show you because it's literally mounted on there, and my other one's in my car. I love these $20 tripods that are awesome. If you you put your phone right on them. That's what I do my live streams with. But most people your age have better phones than I do. They can film sometimes better than my GoPros. Snags and drags, hooks at Sleepy Hollow. What up, Sharp? Let us know if you want to hop on this thing. You don't have to. We're just talking about the saltwater fish that are in Florida right now. You may or may not get into some of these fish while you're out there, man. So Harrison, this Sharp Fishing TV, guys, go check him out if you haven't. I'm sure you guys all have. But he's getting close to 400 hook sets, which is a big milestone for him and his channel. He and I are in a, I guess, friendly competition for watch time. Not really, because I have more time to go live whenever, even though I'm busy. I just ignore my other responsibilities and go live. So that was more of a joke than anything. But yeah, check him out. He's the one who's going to be doing this trip. So he may catch some awesome saltwater fish. I hope he does. He may catch some awesome freshwater fish. I hope he does. So that's the goal. And he's taking the trip pretty soon. And when he comes back, hopefully when he gets the time, he'll upload some awesome stuff. Let's see. I'm going to go take a minute to share this video more too. Be right back. Awesome. Yeah. You can definitely, like, if I get to the, like, within 30 minutes of ending, I don't want people to go share it out because I don't want a bunch of people to come in just for me to end. But I definitely, I mean, I got to plug in my computer right now. I definitely plan on going for a little bit longer for sure. At least it's 10:15 my time. At least 45 more minutes. At least till 11 my time. If you guys are still here, we can definitely keep it going. What up, Reef Robber? Hey, Reef Robber is maybe going to go fishing this weekend. What are you going fishing for? Let us know, Reef Robber. We want to know, and I wish you good luck. Hopefully you catch some nice fish. Oh, Backwoods came in? What up, dude? I didn't even see you. What up, Backwoods? How's it going, man? We're talking about saltwater fish right now. Harrison, Sharp Fishing TV, he is going on a trip to Florida. So we just talked about some of the freshwater fish, difference between Florida strain bass and northern bass. We talked about a lot of stuff, but now we moved into saltwater fish and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for coming in for sure. And then off the hook said Sunfish Squad, bro. That's what's up, dude. I hope you get to go fishing Reef Robber. Fishing Junk said I've heard mutton snapper tastes amazing, better than red snapper. Look at that. That's a pretty fish too. I've never had it. But yeah, thanks for being here off Backwoods. Thanks for being here, Fishing Time. Let's go. Change the hooks out. He's going to fish for rockfish. Is rockfish striper or something else? Rockfish and lingcod. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, hopefully that goes well. I've never done saltwater fishing at all, but we're talking about it right now. Backwoods said saltwater fishing is his jam. He grew up on the Atlantic. That's what's up, man. And that's what we're talking about is fishing in Florida. So Atlantic species. If Sharp sits on jetties with live shrimp, he can catch mangrove snapper. Well, I'll tell him. Are you still in here, Harrison? Let us know. I'll write it down. Rockfish is sea bass and such like. Okay, I thought rockfish was striped bass. California has awesome saltwater fishing. I bet it does, Snags. So sit on jetties with shrimp. These are tips for Sharp. And you shared a lot of tips already with him, Fishing Junk, and we really appreciate that. Tips for Sharp. Hopefully he can have some awesome content because that's what I want to do with my channel for you guys more than anything is go on awesome trips, have awesome experiences, but then edit those videos and be able to share them with you guys, like new species, new experiences, stuff like that. I'm sure you guys would rather me do that than fish out of the same pond every single day. Cities with shrimp. And you mean like whole frozen, uncooked pieces of shrimp like I would use for catfish out here? You know anyone that has caught a grouper? Does anyone know anyone who has caught a grouper? I mean, I've seen people on Fishbrain catch them and stuff like that. But yeah, you got red grouper. The Goliath grouper is the huge one that you see people catch. That's like, we're strapping you to the boat, man. This is a 500-pound fish. They fight them for 3 hours. Thanks off the hook for sharing Fishing Time. Let's go's. Link, you're awesome, man. He said, all right, Fishing Junk's got a question for us all before we move on with this thing. What's everyone's #1 fish to catch in their lifetime? You mean like if you could go catch, like on your list, any fish to go catch? I don't even think I can answer that. It really comes down to what do you value more? Do you like beautiful fish, rare fish, or giant fish that put up a great fight? Because if you're going for giant fish that put up a great fight, probably want like Goliath grouper or something, like go big or go home. For beautiful fish, I don't know. Some crazy saltwater fish that's super beautiful. You'd have to show some pictures or something, but I don't know anything off the top of my head. But I'm sure there's some really, really beautiful ones. I mean, long ear sunfish is one of the most beautiful ones I've seen in my life, and that's a freshwater fish that we have around here. Those are awesome. And then as far as rarity, yeah, like if I caught a fish that was undiscovered, that'd beat everything else. A fish no one could identify, which I just recently caught one, but I'm sure it's an identified fish. We just haven't. I got to go show it to one more person who's got his doctorate in fish biology and see if he can figure it out. Sniper of oh, hold on. Tips Icy walleye is his favorite. He really wants to catch a Xander. That'd be awesome. Xander would be awesome. They look kind of like walleyes. They remind me of like walleye and maybe like European perch or something like that. Sniper's back. Sniper of Spades, he's back. Doing some account changes. Got a fishing video underway and his name doesn't fit the content he wants to make. What, are you going to change your name to something more fishing related? Are you going to change your whole name, Sniper of Spades? Let us know. I won't even recognize you next time you come in. Backwoods said he grew up in a small town in Newfoundland called Wesleyville where everyone fished for food as a way of life. Yeah, I love that. You know, as long as people are smart about it, I'm sure you have the people out there catching way too much. I mean, when you're feeding your family, you're not super worried about regulations and stuff like that. But you know what happened in America, like around the early 1900s, 1950s, we got to the point where we were good. Like everything was going extinct. And so we had to come up with our wildlife departments, our conservation agents, management, stuff like that. And that really saved all of our populations. Most of them, I should say. We still lost some animals in some areas. But it was always about food. Sport fishing was never a thing. Going to try it this year. So when I first started fishing Backwoods, which was a little over a year ago, it was the same way. I started fishing for food. And then after the first 4 or 5 times I went out and had good days and kept what I was allowed to, I had a lot of fish in my freezer, and I had a lot of fish in the fridge that was cooked up and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I love this fishing thing. And I went back and fished, and I was like, one, I don't want to keep all of, keep everything I catch and make it so that there's no fish in this water and ruin it for myself, for the fish, and for everybody. And then two, I got to the point where I had so much freaking fish and so much food that I was like, I can't possibly keep anymore. But I never lost the love of wanting to fish. So that's where the sport fishing comes from. And that theme right there is exactly what happened with the whole human race with fishing. It's obvious that fishing was not created for people to go have fun and catch bass. Fishing was created for people to get food, just like hunting. It's a way for people to go out and procure food for them and their families and their people, whatever. And then as soon as food security became a thing, you got Taco Bell on your way home, you got Walmart. As soon as people didn't have to hunt and fish and fight for their own food, everyone still wanted to do these fun things, hunting and fishing. And so hunting for sport, trophy hunting, and then fishing for not for food, catch and release, those became things. But I mean, when you catch a fish, you can keep it alive, you can catch and release. When you hunt an animal, it dies. So most people try to eat that and not let the meat go to waste. But yeah, I have no problem with sport fishing, sport hunting, as long as for sport hunting, make sure you guys eat that food if it's an edible animal, let it go to waste. Use that pelt for something. And I'm not telling you, backwoods, I know you're going to. Like, that's my big thing with that. And then fishing, catch and release is awesome, but sometimes it's better for waters to take out some small fish, and then there's nothing wrong with eating some fish here and there. So I'm all for catch and release, but if people are trying to feed their family legally keeping fish, I don't have a problem with that either. What up, Malachi? I like big California sheephead. Sniper of spades, nothing too different, but it's a change. Oh, snagger of spades. My bad. It's the same thing. The snagger of spades. Okay, interesting. Snagger of spades. Yeah, it's more fishing related for sure. Tarpon and rooster fish. Those are the fish you would go for. What's a rooster fish? I've always done for sport and for food. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could say the same, because even when I first started out, there's still a sport aspect to it. I was still doing it for fun, but also to get food. So Malachi, they are amazing, right? Yeah, walleye are sweet. I've never caught a walleye, guys. So that's coming this year. You're going to see me freak out when I catch my first walleye. Fishing was a task. It was never for fun. It was the difference between being fed or going hungry. Gotcha. I still think that if you got some tough stuff going in your life, it was never for fun, but can you say it was never fun? Because I'm sure there was times in your life when getting out there, even if it was a task, getting outside and being away from everything, is still, fishing's always got its perks and stuff like that. It's some time to sit and reflect and stuff like that. I'm sure there's the stressful aspect if it's like, oh, if I don't catch fish, I won't eat. But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, you're fishing for your food to survive. It's less fun and more just something you got to do. But it's weird, once you have that food security, you still want to go out there and fish, or at least I would. That's nuts, dude. I usually don't keep fish when I'm fishing, but except for spear fishing. He's very selective. I'm very selective with my harvest as well. Snagger of spades. He's back, and he's not sniper of spades. He's snagger of spades now. I don't know what roosterfish is. Let's see. If we don't take out some, the lakes will be overpopulated. Yeah, I mean, there's natural predation and stuff like that, but because people stock so many fish and all these other reasons, I know a lot of lakes were like, let me give two examples. One, a lot of lakes around here, the conservation department goes out and they shock, and when they find out there's too many small fish, they'll actually go out there and they'll take some fish out. So it's like those could have all been taken. I don't know what they do with them, but those could have all been taken out by people to eat, stuff like that. So it's fine to take some fish from some waters. If they're overfished and too many fish are kept, probably shouldn't contribute to any of that. But then also small trophy ponds, look it up. One of the best ways to get trophy ponds is releasing the big fish and keeping some of the smaller ones in there, taking them out. He said, oh, it was fun when we were fed. My number one fish to catch is a monster sailfish or marlin on the fly. Dude, that would be being able to land that, to have it not come off, not break the line. Oh, my goodness. What type of leader on your flies are you using for fish that big? Like, what type of leader? A shark next. Then your life is complete. A mako? You want to catch a mako? And how are you going to catch the mako? Not on the fly, right? I could be wrong. Knowing this dude, he's insane. He's probably gonna try to catch a shark on the fly. I've never heard of that though. I could be wrong. You gonna catch it with cut bait or what? He usually keeps stock trout. Yeah, I mean I'm big catch and release guy for the most part, but I do keep fish. You know, I keep as many as I need to keep my freezer full or whatever. But stock trout, especially here, they just die in the summer. So we don't feel bad about keeping our limit. They still the limit's only 4. What up, Dirt Tracking? Dirt Tracking is back, y'all. Tips puts big fish back unless it's absolutely wall worthy. Oh no, I'd never keep a fish for a trophy. I just take measurements. I'd much rather have a replica. You do you. I mean, taxidermy is awesome. It's an art, and hopefully it doesn't go away. You know, we still need taxidermists, but no, I'm more of a take measurements, take pictures. If you take measurements and pictures and throw the fish back, they can make an awesome replica like the ones at Bass Pro that'll last way longer than a skin mount. Some places they're more expensive to do a replica because it's the materials. Some places it's more expensive to do a skin mount because it's the time and the labor that goes into it. Just depends on how they do their pricing. Look up rooster fish. They're badass. All right. I'm going to have to look up rooster fish. Off the Hook wants me to look up rooster fish. We got a request. And you know I like to... What are you talking about? I like to try to please my peoples. I don't know what... I got to talk to Fishing with G and see what happened with that fake account too, because I'm still tripping out about that. I know it wasn't the real Fishing with G blocking people. You got rooster fish. How to catch rooster fish. Popular inshore trophy fish. Rooster fish tournament. Y'all seeing this? Look at that. And now that you're showing me this, I think I've seen them on the wall at Bass Pro and stuff like that. That's crazy, though. Oh, Off the Hook sent me the picture, too. Sorry, man. My phone is on silent. I was in class all day, so it's on silent. I have a lot of new messages. Jeremy came out with a video, guys. He's not in here anymore. We'll go check out Jeremy Albritton. If someone could share his link, that'd be great. He's an awesome dude, great moderator. He comes and chats with us and stuff sometimes. But yeah, he just came out with a video about crappie. And I got to send a message to Backbone Outdoors also. What did Saber Rainbow say? I caught a 21-inch tautog at Ocean City, Maryland Inlet and ate it. It was the best fish he ever had. That's awesome. I'm going to look at that up too. Oh, wow. Not as pretty as the other one, but yeah, I can imagine that tasting good. Look, it's got human teeth, though. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if I could do that. Is it ugliest fish ever caught? Yeah, right. The blobfish. You guys have seen that, right? This is the ugliest fish. That's the ugliest fish, guys. And sorry if you're eating, because I just ruined your meal if you are. Let's see. No on the fly. That's crazy. So yeah, use the steel leader and chum the water. It's just luck of finding one that will hit a big fly. Gotcha. Look up stonefish. Actually amazing. It's saltwater, I think. Stonefish? No, is that the... Yeah, stonefish is the one that has the spine and it's poisonous. Like one of the most poisonous fish in the world, right? And I need to be careful searching things on Google. I usually bring it up on a separate tab so you guys can't see it, just in case something like inappropriate comes up. So I need to be careful about this. That's nuts. Yeah, stonefish sting. Yeah, those are the ones that will sting you or whatever. That's freaking crazy. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Wow. Look at that. It looks like a sculpin, but like even uglier. That's what it's freaking... I don't know what that is. All right. All right, and then look up male California sheephead. Oh, is it different than that black banded thing we saw? And I'm going to actually take that off the screen just because it's got the word male in it. I don't know what'll come up. Male California sheep's head. I'm looking it up for you, Snags. Oh my goodness, that can't be right. Sheephead. That can't be right. Look at that thing, y'all. Is that right? California sheephead? That looks nothing like that other fish we were looking at. That's crazy. Oh, wow. Look at that. What the heck? That's nuts, bro. Let's see. I think the blobfish is cute. Am I the only one that likes that? That's hilarious. Stonefish are dangerous. Yeah, we were just talking about that in the recent trivia. Keep that in mind, guys. It might come up in trivia soon. Oh, yeah. No, Reef Robber, you're not wrong. That's awesome. I don't know how to pronounce it. Cabezon. That's an awesome fish. I'm about to put that up there. A weird looking fish though. Let's go. Images. Definitely looks like a sculpin also. I'm sure the stonefish probably reminded you of that. Look at that. That's nuts. It looks like just a giant saltwater sculpin. I don't know what the heck that is. Or that. That's crazy. That is nuts, guys. LOL. I've never eaten them. Yeah, they're cool. If you look up Mako on the fly, I'm sure you can find an image. Mako on the fly? All right, guys, let's take a vote. We got 9 people in here. Should I take a break? We can come right back to the fishing talk. Should I take a break and try to find a video of someone catching a shark on a fly? Just say yes or no right now in the chat. Let's take a quick vote. Yes or no, do you guys want to see me try to look up a video of someone catching a shark on the fly? Because I've never heard of that, and if we could find that, that would be awesome. Anyone? And thanks, Off the Hook, for sharing Jeremy's link. I appreciate that. Fish and Junk said yes. Dirt Tracking does not want to see it. He wants to keep talking about fishing. He does not want to see a shark on the fly. Fish and Junk does. Dirt Tracking's got to go to bed soon. Let's see. It's so sick. Yes. All right. Everyone's saying yes. Yeah, we're going to go do that. Mako on the fly. I saw it today. It's super cool. All right. We're going to look at Mako on the fly, y'all. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Stop screen. All right, y'all. Mako on the fly. YouTube. I'm super interested to see a shark on the fly. A quest for a giant Mako on the fly. I hope he catches one though. Mako shark on the fly. This one has more views. Oh, this one's only 350. Yeah, we're gonna watch the whole thing. All right, guys, I'm gonna play this. I have to actually go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna start the video. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. If I miss anything, then I might just go back and watch the catch again or something. But let's start this video. I've been streaming for so long, I kind of got to pee. All right, Mako shark on the fly. This is by a freaking channel that only has 52 subscribers though, so I don't know. Hey guys, I do want to see that, but I personally have to take off. Got to work in the morning. Later, Tips Icy. He said, "Fine, this better be good." Said Dirt Tracking. That's hilarious. Is this the right one though? No, this video looks crappy. Maybe that's it. Which one is it? Fish and Junk? Is it literally called Mako Shark on the Fly? Because this one looks weird. I don't know if it's like what we actually want to see. Maybe. All right, I'm just gonna play it, guys. The one I watched was with a baby Mako. Yeah, Fish and Junk. See if you can find it, and then see if you can find it. Then tell me what the exact title is. I'm gonna start playing this one because I do have to go to the bathroom. But I'm just gonna play this at a 3-minute video, and then let me know what the title is if it's not this one, and then we'll play that next, and then we'll get right back to the discussion. But I think this should be a good video, so we're gonna share it. We're gonna share the audio of this Chrome tab here. Mako shark on the fly, and if this is not the one, it's fine. But I gotta pee. Baby jumping Mako on the fly. All right, we'll come back. We'll watch that next, guys. I'm just looking for some filler to play while I go to the bathroom. I'm not gonna lie. Don't leave. I'll be right back. We're gonna play some awesome fly fishing shark video, and then we'll get right back to the fishing discussion. All right, guys. Sorry, I gotta pee. I'm gonna play this for you though. It's gonna be good. Hopefully the volume's working.
The first time I even heard about mako shark fishing and that it can be done, especially on a fly rod.
Hopefully the volume's
kind of
good.
blew my mind.
2 minutes, y'all.
It really grabbed my attention being a fly fisherman, coming from Lake Tahoe in Colorado. The idea of being able to hook a fish such as a shark and release him blew my mind that people were down here in California doing it, and I wanted a part of it. The flies we use for mako fishing, it's a bait fish imitation. It's not really resembling much like you would see on a lot of the saltwater flies, but just big, bulky, something to get their attention. People ask me what it feels like to hook a mako all the time. There's more than a feeling. There's two feelings, really. Are they talking physical? Are they talking emotionally? There's an emotional feeling of the shark at the boat, watching that shark eat the fly and realizing you're about to have a mako shark at the end of your rod. Is everything going to work out? You have to get that hook set solid, get to your reel, and hold on to that mako. There's times you have to pull on these fish so hard that it takes a lot out of you.
Sorry, y'all. My sister was out there. Music's alive. It's Mark Martin, the NASCAR driver. Snag says come to California for some awesome saltwater fly
fishing. We had
fishing.
a blue shark around the boat that we didn't want to cast at because, you know, the way the point system works on the catch and release tournament, we advanced our slick a little bit to try and get the blue to leave, and he just bolted. All of a sudden, we're watching him off the back of the boat, and bam, he's gone. As he left, we all felt, or I know I felt, that we had a big shark coming into the slick. Before I could even think past that, I turn, I look behind the boat.
What's up, Dixie? How you doing? Thanks for joining in.
And I see the shark.
And that's it. All right, so that must be a re-upload because that's way too good of a video to have 50-something subscribers. So we're going to play one video real quick and then get back to the fishing discussion. We're kind of talking about saltwater right now. We might talk a little more bass. We might not, depending on what people want to do. And then we're going to talk just a little bit about fishing trips and stuff like that. And then I had some YouTube stuff planned. We'll see if people want to talk about that or not. We're going to do baby jumping mako on the fly. All right. Move this tab over here. Oh, no, you guys can still see it no matter where I move it. Okay. Let me go ahead and figure out what I'm going to do then. Baby jumping mako on the fly. There it is. How long is it? 2:55. Awesome. We're going to watch this. Dirt Dragon said the music was a vibe. Dixie says shark. Yeah, we're watching this shark being caught on a fly. I'm going to get right back to the stuff because apparently sharks can be caught on the fly. Apparently they can. Nice intro. I like it. I'm with it. Captain Dave Trimble, Fly Fishing Charters.
Yeah, he's really on the tail end.
Now, guys, I don't think Harrison's going to be doing any. The whole reason why we're doing this stream, talking about Florida, saltwater, big bass, warm water fishing, stuff like that, because Harrison's going on the trip. I've said that 10 times, but some people just joined in. But Harrison's going on a trip to Florida soon, and so we were getting some advice for him. He had to leave, but we're still continuing with the topic because I'm super interested in it. But yeah, he's probably not going to be doing any fly fishing out there, but he'll definitely be doing some saltwater and some freshwater fishing. So. What let us know, Fishing Junk, what size rods these are, what weight rating you think that they're probably using out here. Do you think they're like a 9 weight? What do you think they're using? It's a shark, so it'd probably be more. Probably more like a 12 weight or something, right? That's a pretty thick looking rod. You'll have to tell me. Oh wow.
Here he comes.
That's nuts. Probably a 15 weight. Wow, even thicker than I thought. What up, Jeremy? Had me running on the TV. Jeremy's back for a little bit. They're trying to catch this shark on the fly, Jeremy.
Here he comes, right here.
Nail it, nail it, nail it, nail it, nail it. Oh.
Got him? Yep.
What? What? Why'd they have to skip some? Oh, oh! I bet the fight lasted forever. That's why. My guess for that small of a shark is 11 weight. You could buy 16 weight for large makos. I didn't even know people fly fish for sharks. Y'all are nuts. That's awesome. Look at that jump, though. That thing doesn't want to come in. I'd be afraid to lose it every time. He must have a killer hook set. That's crazy, man. If you feel like fly fishing, watch the Fly Fishing Film Tour. What is that? What's the Fly Fishing Film Tour? Still fighting it? Oh, man. Why is my foot so itchy? It's not right. It's like a fly fishing movie. Is it called Fly Fishing Film Tour, or is the movie literally just called Tour? Oh, I'll have to look that up sometime. Obviously can't play that on here because copyright issues. Oh. Every time I play videos, though, I end up getting screwed over for copyright issues. Oh, look at that hook set. Yeah, you got him. That wasn't coming off. That's a big hook, too. Not that big, but good size. That's what's up. All right, guys. Go ahead and put an end to that if we can. Boom. I'm back. All right. Right where we left off. Oh, no. Did I lose my... Oh, my goodness. I lost my tab, guys. I don't know what happened to it. It's just all gone. Somehow I lost my whole tab. Which was it? It was right there. And this is it. Oh, are these different ones? It's different ones. I don't remember seeing Great Barracuda before. What? All right, we have the Bay Anchovy. Let's see. To me, that's just awesome. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. If you're talking about catching the shark on the fly, it's just nuts. Look at this. Have you guys seen this little fish? That's crazy looking. Let me know if anyone's caught a barracuda or knows anyone that's caught a barracuda. Someone in my PB group on Fishbrain posted a PB barracuda today. I didn't know they were that big of fish. He posted a massive, and I don't know what the weight was, guys. I'm sorry, but it was a massive barracuda. It's on my group's called PB Seekers. I'll put that in the chat, actually. What up, Kevin? What's up, Kevin Malloy? Thanks for joining in. We're talking talking saltwater, talking saltwater fishing right now. Not freshwater. I lied to you. But PB Seekers, that's my group on Fishbrain. Somebody posted one of these giant. Oh, I'm talking about these fish, and I didn't share the screen. I'm an idiot, y'all. God dang, I'm stupid. God, I'm dumb. Share screen. You guys were just going to let me keep going and embarrassing myself, weren't you? There it is. So, yeah, this is the thread fin I was talking about. Super weird looking. But, yeah, sorry, I wasn't sharing the screen. Barracuda. If anyone knows anything about great barracudas. You know a guy who was on the boat with you who got a small barracuda? That's what's up. It says most caught in Florida average 2 to 3 feet, but they can get over 51 pounds and over 6 feet. Yeah, this guy had a massive one. Bluefish. Freaking big fish. Nice fish. They get up to 20 pounds. That's a bonefish. What else? Yeah, bonito. I've heard about that. False albacore, little tunny, which is another name for it. That's the gaff top sail. That's an actual picture of it. Kevin, I do too, man. I really wish I could fish saltwater. I live in Missouri, nowhere near salt. I've never fished saltwater. That's the hardhead you were talking about. Said it's a trash fish. Cobia. Why does it say crabs? Oh, just literally there's a section about crabs. Yeah, we're not going to look at crabs. That's the Atlantic croaker. Its face looks like a freshwater drum to me. Off the Hook has a video of his kids catching spinner sharks. Oh, that's what's up, man. You can share the link if you want. Dirt Dragon's got to go to bed. Good night, y'all. Okay. Yeah, Off the Hook's got a video of his kids sharing spinner sharks. Kids catching spinner sharks. My bad. Kind of want to see that now. I don't know if I have or not. Spinners are cool. All right. We might have to pop over that. All right, when we get done talking about this list here of saltwater fish, we'll hop over it off the hooks and watch that video. It's probably not too long. That is dolphin mahi mahi. Yeah, that thing's freaking nuts. Like just one of those beautiful fish and just crazy shaped. It's just, everything about it's weird. Black drum, they get absolutely massive. Good night, Dirt Tracking. Thanks for coming in, dude. We really appreciate you. You've been in a lot of live streams lately. Super fan. Redfish or red drum. Definitely. We were watching some awesome videos the other day of people catching those on the fly. They caught a 39-pounder on the fly. It was nuts. And we'll play that video here soon off the hook. Gulf Kingfish. That's a plainhead filefish. I've never heard of half these things, man. The flounder. Got both eyes on one side of the freaking head. That's an answer to one of my trivia questions that may or may not appear again. Trivia is coming soon, guys. I don't know when, but it's always a good time. Southern flounder. You got the summer flounder, which is also called fluke. Look at that. That's the flying fish, guys. That thing is crazy. How does a fish get wings? Absolutely nuts. Black grouper, yeah. There's a lot of different types of groupers. All these coney groupers. That's the gag grouper. They get pretty big. A lot of people like to target those in salt. Then there's the Goliath grouper, which are freaking huge. Huge. Pretty deep. Jeremy can't keep his eyes open anymore. Have a good night, Jeremy. Later. Dixie May's driving but listening. All right, they're in here, Dixie, for sure. Guys, I don't know if anyone had, I don't think I have. Off the Hook, if you can share Dixie May's link, that'd be awesome. She's got more more hook sets than anybody in here. Graysby grouper, red hind grouper. Look at those spots. A lot of these look a lot like super similar, but they're beautiful fish. And I'm guessing most of these are edible. Fish and Junk, let us know if you know. You're our resident saltwater fishing expert right now. Ooh. Sorry, I'm grabbing a drink. I just had a muscle spasm in my neck, so I'm kind of recovering from that. Ow, that was fun. My neck just locked up, y'all. Ow. I don't know what I did to deserve that. Later, Jeremy. Super awesome guy. All are edible. They're all edible, guys. They're all edible. That one is beautiful. And the saw grouper. Red grouper, I talked about that one. Scamp. There's way too many different types of grouper. Like, those are beautiful right there. There's a million. And then there's grunts. I watched iHunta. I know I told you guys about him earlier. He caught one of these off a kayak. That was pretty sweet. As far as he knows, all grouper are good. Herring. Hogfish. That's nuts. Look at that mouth. That's a super weird fish. Another type of spot fin hogfish. And then there's the amberjacks. Yeah, they're definitely big, strong fish that travel in big schools. Dixie May said sea urchin are nasty. She said nasty and edible are two different things. Or Fish and Junk said nasty and edible are two different things. I don't think I eat a sea urchin. I know sea otters do. And there's the jack. Crevel jack. That's one of the fish that's on Harrison's list. He really wants to catch a crevel jack. I can't remember if he said he caught one before or not. I think he might have not ever caught one. Cool. Ladyfish. I'm trying to see if anything else looks. I mean, he's not going to be catching any lionfish. They're invasive too. You can't put them back. It's like, how? That's crazy to me. King mackerel. King macks. Those are huge. People eat jack crevalle. Herval jack, whatever they're called. Spanish mackerel. There we go. Marlin. Look at that thing. Those are nuts. And that's what Fish and Junk was to catch something like that, like a sail, like a marlin, or he says sailfish or something on the fly. That'd be crazy. Crazy. What else? There's a bunch of little bait fish looking things. There's a Mojara. I've heard about those. I think iHunta caught one of those off his kayak as well. Mullet. A couple different types of mullet. The needlefish is weird. I've seen someone catch one of those somehow. Super weird. It doesn't look like it has a mouth to be caught. Then there's this big old needlefish, spotted hound needlefish. Oilfish, I don't know anything about that. Sand perch, we talked about that earlier. There's basically just a whole lot, like pigfish. We're actually getting close enough to the end of the alphabet. Maybe we'll just scroll to the end. Pompano. That's a big one people target, I think. I think it's a big ocean sport fish. I've heard the name. I've heard pompano a lot, and I see it posted on FishAngler seems to have. Fish and Junk, you should get on FishAngler because they have a lot more salt fishermen on there. You would like the FishAngler app. He said needlefish are awesome, but he doesn't like jacks. Like to eat? Needlefish are awesome. They're just cool looking fish for sure. Porgies. A lot of different types of porgies, guys. They call it sea brim. It's another name for a type of porgy. Sheep's head porgy. There's the Atlantic sailfish. I mean, that's just a majestic fish. Just an absolutely impressive fish in every way. And there's a Off the Hooks link. Definitely go check him out. He made this whole thing possible tonight. Sardines, I'm good on that. I don't want to eat any sardines. There's the sawfish. Look at that thing. They're endangered, like critically endangered. There's a company, clothing company. Yeah. There's a clothing company that makes shirts and stuff like that say sawfish on them. And like half of the proceeds or something like that go to help maintain the sawfish population or something like that. But yeah, they're actually like super endangered. What else? We got scad. Oh, black sea bass. I've definitely seen a lot of people take trips to go saltwater fishing and catch these. And I wonder if it says they're bottom feeders, but I wonder if you can catch them in shallow water or where it is that people are catching them. But they're really cool looking. Like, they're beautiful fish. They do kind of look like they just look like bass. but black. See, not exactly like a bass, a little different, but the mouth looks similar. The gills look similar. The bank sea bass, and then yeah, ooh, striped bass. I was right. Yeah, striped bass is rockfish. Who tried to tell me? For sure. And then sand sea trout. Someone was talking about sea trout earlier. These are the ones I see the most common is the speckled or spotted sea trout. And people also call those specks. Like people call crappie specks, but people also call speckled sea trout specks. This summer, Fishing Junk is targeting them on the fly. Which fish? I've just gone over too many. The Texas fly state record. So far, it's unlogged as a fly state record, so it's up for grabs. Oh, really? For which fish? Man, what did I miss? Is it the black sea bass? Which one are you talking about, Fishing Junk? I'd love to know. That's awesome. I'm going to have to go there and steal it from you. I'm just joking. I don't know how to fly fish. I got a teacher today who said, anytime I want to, me and him should go down to the Ozarks and do some fly fishing. I was like, that sounds awesome. I don't know what there is to catch down in the Ozarks with the fly. But I'll definitely do it. He said, get some fly gear and he'll show me some stuff. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely take him up on that. He's a cool guy. So maybe. Oh, the needlefish. There's no state record. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. My bad. Dude, I hope you do. That'd be so freaking awesome. That'd actually be so awesome. There's a sheep's head. We talked about that. Skates. They look like rays or something like that. They're crazy. Look at that. Actual name of the fish. Oh, yeah, you got your snappers. Cubera snapper, dog snapper. Definitely. Mangrove snapper, that's a common one. You said the mutton snapper was the one that you've heard taste really good, even better than red snapper, right? Fishing Junk? Yeah, he said the mutton snapper supposedly tastes really good. Like red snapper is, everyone's heard of red snapper as far as eating and stuff like that, but apparently the mutton snapper tastes even better, is what Fishing Junk said. Yep, he just confirmed it. They have these tiny vermilion snappers, tiny winchman snappers, yellowtail snappers, and then snook. That's a big one. Harrison would love to catch snook. I got a friend in Florida right now who just caught like 5 snook today. That's definitely a very, very highly targeted saltwater fish. There's strict catch and release limits and stuff on snook. They're pretty, managed fish and stuff like that. So just if you go fishing for snook, look up the rules before you go fishing for them. But snook are pretty awesome fish, just in general. No, I believe you, Fishing Junk, and I'm sure they all taste good. I'm sure red snapper and mutton snapper both taste fire. I love a lot of saltwater fish. Not all of them, but I love a lot of saltwater fish. And snook, Atlantic spadefish, and then a lot of these don't have pictures. That's just called the spot, or is that a spot croaker? I think we looked up spot croaker earlier. It might have been different fish. Squid, we're not going to look into squid. You can fish with squid as bait. A lot of people use squid as bait, which is interesting. Stingray, there's a lot of different types of stingrays. And then sturgeon. It says some are entirely freshwater. A few do venture into the open ocean. That'd be crazy. Swordfish, that's nuts. Tarpon, that's like the big one. That is the big one. I don't remember Harrison mentioning tarpon. He probably did, and I just missed it. But that's like one of the most targeted freaking salt fish, especially in the area. And I just don't remember Harrison mentioning tarpon. I'm sure he'd be super happy to catch one, though. The tautog, we just talked about that. Ignatius, worry no longer, folks. The man is here. What up, man? That's a guy I work with. We're talking about saltwater fish. I don't know if you know any of these. Have you ever done any saltwater fishing? I know you used to live in Louisiana, bro. Let me know. Talking about a little bit of saltwater fish right here. This is the blue line tile fish. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about the tile fish. I thought we talked about grunts already. The triggerfish. Now there's a game. One of the deer hunter games on the phone. It's like a time killer game, whatever. You can go spear fishing where you scuba dive with a spear gun. I have no idea. Don't know anything about the saltwater fish. He said like about fish at all. That's hilarious. Well, maybe you'll learn stuff if you stick in these live streams, bro. But yeah, in this game, you use a spear gun and you shoot these trigger fish and different types of fish like that. It's pretty crazy. There's no catch and release when you're spear fishing. Kind of ruins that. Oh yeah. I've seen people on Fishbrain and FishAngler catching these triple tails too. And they just call them a triple tail because look how the fins, the way the fins are, like makes it look like they literally have 3 caudal fins or 3 tails. Tuna, the albacore tuna, we've probably all eaten it. What do people catch those things on? They do a lot of chumming. I don't know what type of bait that is he's showing off. Bluefin, yellowfin. There's the wahoo! Man, if I lived near the ocean, I'd spend all my days just fishing for wahoo! And then every time I catch one, I'd be like, hey guys, wahoo! It's a great name. Great name for a fish. The wahoo. I'm going to read this whole thing, guys. Everything you want to know about a wahoo. Catch and release spear fishing is hilarious. Shoot the thing and then just let it go with the spear still in it. I'm just joking. Wahoo are very fast. They can swim up to 50 miles per hour. That's nuts. They've been found up to 8 feet in length, up to 180 pounds. That sounds like a serious fish, y'all. Sometimes be found in small schools, mostly solitary swimmers several feet below the surface, but not far from land. Tropical and subtropical waters, they tend to be more active near sunrise and sunset. They're sought after as a sport fish. Sorry, guys. For the speed and the fighting ability, they have excellent white fillets and delicate flavor. They feed on small fishes like sardines, scads, macks, and then squid, and they'll attack surface bait. So chunking is a great chum method using their preferred dinner species. Most anglers hook up a wahoo during heavy chumming while targeting other species. Oh wow. Let's see. Oh, Fish and Junk did catch a triple tail last summer. That's what's up, man. They get pretty decent size, though, don't they? Wahoo are awesome. Never been lucky enough to see someone catch one in person. Yeah, they are sweet. Oh, we're not going to get into clams. No one cares about clams. No one cares about clams and crabs. Harrison should go crabbing, though. Everyone's spamming with messages and telling me you should go crabbing out there one day. That'd be super cool. Tell him to go catch and cook crabbing. That'll be the video that blows him up. He'll be like, what's it? The Fisherman's Life? Is that what his name is, that channel? Dude just does a bunch of saltwater catching cooks. I think it's called Fisherman's Life or something like that. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about. He does stuff like that. And we have a request. My man, the man with the master plan, the sponsor of this live stream, Off the Hook, says check out Chrome Fish, Crazy Sick Fish. I gotta check out Chrome Fish. Oh wow. It's definitely not that. It's a salmon. This thing? I'm having a hard time seeing what the chrome fish is, man. I don't know. Chrome fish. Let's go to all. Check out the chrome fish, crazy sick fish. Yeah, I don't see anything called the chrome fish. Interesting. Yeah, triple tail record is like 60 pounds. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't see anything called the chrome fish. You'll have to tell me what scientific name is. So, guys, without further ado, I said I would play. Let's get right to it. I said I'd play Ted's video. We're going to play it off the hook. We want to see him catch this kid catch the little spinner sharks, he said. Oh, and look, it's already searched in my history. Off the Hook Outdoors. Look at that. Subscribed, hook set. Dude is catching up to me so quick with the hook sets. He's gained like 4 today, and I've lost like 6 today. He's definitely going to pass me really soon. Definitely going to pass me. So which video does your kids catch the spinner sharks? Let's see. Videos. There we go. All right, guys. This is my man Off the Hook. Go ahead and hook set him if you haven't. You won't regret it. He makes awesome content, and he's always in here on these live streams. Can you guys hear the volume? Let me know. I don't think I clicked the volume thing. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if there's volume or not. Huh. I might have to unshare it and reshare it. The hat is cool. Where did you get it? I got it in Colorado from like a costume shop. I'm gonna unshare and reshare just because I have absolutely no idea if I shared with volume or not. Totally unprofessional. What am I doing here? If Jeremy was in here still, he'd be making fun of me. He might still be in here. I don't know if you're in here, Jeremy. He said he couldn't keep his eyes open though. We're gonna share audio. My bad, and then share it. Here we go. Start this over so you guys hear the whole thing. Let's go. It's only like 3 minutes, so we're gonna watch this whole thing. And it says kids fishing for sharks in Maryland, I think. There they are. They look happy. What's he doing, chumming?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what? Do you know what that is, Ted? What they're putting in there? Was it just like fish or something?
That's the ice.
Looks like a piece of shark jaw.
Did you ever have any sharks come up and bite the bag? No? You reel and see what you got.
Oh, wow.
You reel and keep that rod tip up. There you go.
That's Theo. He's hooked up.
I don't know if
They
it's
had
a shark,
fish
but it's
heads in
something.
They had fish heads in the bag. They're just like dunking that in there.
You reeling.
Moo Lala said, "Do you eat the fish?"
What do you got?
I don't know who you're talking to exactly. I eat fish.
Whoa.
I release like
Whoa.
99% of my fish, but I eat some.
Big bunker. That's what they're
Nice.
feeding on.
Is that a
Put shark
snag?
on. Keep reeling, buddy.
No, he's hooked up.
Here he comes.
Oh yeah, you're using the balloons like you said.
Here
That's
he comes.
crazy.
Oh,
The
look
balloon
at
for
that
the
shark.
boat. He caught a shark.
It is a shark, Theo.
Some people do eat sharks, by the way. I've
Hold it
eaten
tight.
shark before. Do you eat the fish? Do you eat
Grab
the
the
fish you
leader,
catch?
he's gonna bring it in.
Sometimes. I have a freezer full of fish right now,
Here
but
he
I
is.
release about
Is it a
99%.
black tip?
I plan on making some catch and cook videos. But
There's a spinner shark, Theo. Just be careful, bud. Now watch. Let him tell you what to do.
I let most of
Let
them
him tell you
go
what
because
to
I
do.
just can't eat all that fish.
And we'll go ahead, Carly. Go up there.
I don't want to mess up the populations too much or
He's
nothing.
cute, but he's big, huh?
No, I've never fished. Hold on. We'll get right back to it. That's an awesome fish, by the way. I bet your kid was just having a great time out there, man. I've never fished in the Las Vegas area. I'd love to. Anyone else can comment in the chat if they have. But Moo Lala, which thanks for being in here, is asking if anyone's ever fished in that Las Vegas area. I live in Missouri. I've fished Missouri, Colorado, Kansas, Arkansas, and that's it so far. But I got big plans to fish everywhere.
He is still a shark. He went after that bunker, huh? Is that the bunker? Yeah.
Nope. Fishing Junk hasn't fished near Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shark's awesome.
Carly got one on now. You reel in it, keep it under your armpit. Looks like a
Hey man, Ted, what did you say your daughter's name was? I know you literally just said it in the video. Let's see if I can hear it.
you reel in it, keep it.
I didn't go back far enough. Theo's the boy. He just had his 8th birthday, which was awesome. He took him tubing, snow tubing. What is her
Carly
name?
got one on now.
Carly? Is it Carly? But yeah, she looks like a
Really? Keep it
natural.
under your
Look at
armpit.
that. She's a
Looks
pro,
like a
bro.
great white.
He said it's a great
Hold
white.
under the white. Carly, here you go. Hold the rod. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Good job.
Wow.
Another spinner.
Yep.
Nice.
Is that why they call it a spinner? Because it just spins in a circle? That's awesome. Yeah, those kids look happy. Oh, he's knocked. Tired from fighting the sharks. Carly, yep, okay. Carly and Theo. Awesome, man. Off the Hook Outdoors, guys. That's a good dad right there. Dude's an awesome dad. Oh, that's I love these pictures, man. I don't know what a trip like that costs, but that's awesome. I definitely want to go saltwater fishing at some point. Spinner sharks are known to jump. Really? How big did they get? Was that decent size for a spinner? Or are they smaller shark species? Are they smaller shark species? All right, what else do I have on my list? Because I want to make sure to get to everything. If you guys do want to talk about everything else we got planned. Yeah, so I do have on my list. I mean, we talked about bass and everything. We didn't get too much into because Harrison's gonna be out there fishing where it's warm, where spawn $4.50 is what it costs. Yeah, that's not bad at all. It's like just a normal. Not much more than a normal all-day freshwater guided trip or whatever. You know, it's normally like $250 to $300 for a half day, and then $350 to $400 for a full day. So that's really not that bad. That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to do something like that. But as I was saying, guys, if anyone wants to talk about like bass tackle, catching bass when it's warm, catching bass in the spawn, stuff like that, because that's what Harrison's gonna be dealing with up there. Then just say bass in the chat if you want to get into bass and stuff like that. If you want to move on into and this would be a good time to talk about it. What Off the Hook is talking about, like the saltwater charter guided trips. That's what I have next on the list. Is talking about saltwater charters, guided trips, and then just general research for fishing trips. So like doing your research on the area and the fish species and what you might need, techniques, tactics, stuff like that. Researching guides if you're planning on doing any guided trips, and then like the waters in the area and like what people say about them, and then you can do some like Google Maps looking at stuff like that. What happened? Yeah, anyway, yeah, if you guys want to talk about bass and you want to get into like more talking about general planning for trips and stuff like that, it's really up to you guys. We only got 3 of you in here, so it's like kind of want to tailor it to the people who are in here. The last thing I had on my list, which I'm going to save for another live stream because there's like just not enough people in here. The next thing I had planned, which I had like a whole freaking page written about it, but we're going to talk about how to stay motivated and how to budget your time when you got a YouTube channel. But I definitely want to talk about that at a future time when we got more people in here. So actually, we got 3 people in here. we're going to make a vote to see what you guys want to talk about for the rest of this thing, or how you want to go forward with this, because I'm tired, and if everyone just wants to like get off and get to doing their own thing, I got no problem with that because it's just down to 3 people. But I'll do whatever y'all want. So it's either we could talk about bass, get into the bass discussion. We can talk. Fishing Junk wants to talk about the planning because he doesn't bass fish much. Yeah, we can talk about planning for trips. We can talk about bass, or we can just like react to some videos for the rest of this thing, and then end it. I don't think I'm gonna be doing like I've done. This is my 3rd live stream of the day. I went with NKR for an hour and 10, an hour 15, something like that. Then I went with Harrison for another hour. So total, this stream's only been going 2.5 hours, but I've actually been going 4.5 hours today, and I got terrible sleep last night. So I'm awake, but I'm not gonna go like super late tonight. I just don't have for like me to keep doing this thing. I can't do these super late live streams unless if I have 12 people in here. I never end it if I got 12 people in here. You know what I mean? Harrison's back. Dixie doesn't matter. What up, dude? So I was trying to take a vote, Harrison. I'm trying to ask the people if they want to talk about bass fishing, if they want to talk about just planning for trips, charters, guides, researching for fishing trips. If you're going to be traveling, fishing somewhere you've never fished before, stuff like that. So planning for trips, bass, or if people just want to react to some videos. But this is like basically this is like the 45-minute to 1 hour warning. It's 11:15 here. I'm probably going to end around midnight, 12:15, something like that, just to give you guys a fair warning because there's only 3 people in here. So we got Off the Hook didn't say one thing or another. Fishing Junk said he wants to get to planning and he wants to just skip over all the bass stuff. That's fine. And then Dixie said doesn't matter. She doesn't care what we do. So Fishing Junk, I don't know if that was before or after I gave the option to react to videos. So do you want to react to some whatever you want, man? I'm all up for anything. I don't care, guys. We can react to some of your guys' videos. We play one of Sharp's videos. We can react to a couple videos for the last 45 minutes, or we can just continue this discussion because what I got planned next, I don't have a whole lot written down, but we can just talk about what you guys do to plan for trips and stuff like that. I really just leaving it up to you guys since we got 3 people in here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Off the Hook's good with whatever. All right, well, how about this then? How about and Harrison, I decided we're going to save the staying motivated for YouTube and budgeting your time and all that stuff. I got all this written down about it. And you know I could talk about that type of stuff forever. That's my specialty. It's like growing on YouTube and YouTube tips and stuff like that. So I say we save that for another live stream. We got more people in here. Fishing Junk said I can look for some fly fishing vids or I can talk about what I do to plan. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to talk for the next 10 minutes or so about, yeah, everybody's leaving. So I'm probably going to end this thing by midnight, guys. About 40 minutes. We're going to go ahead and end it. But thanks to everybody for being in here. I'm sure y'all have hit the like button by now and all that. I'm sure you guys have hit my notification bell. But let's talk for 10 minutes or so about what you guys do to plan for trips as far as everything. And then we're going to just react to some videos and end this thing. So basically, let's talk guides and charters. If you guys have ever done anything like that, I know I've gone on one. Let me know if you've ever done guided trips. I know you have Off the Hook with your kids and stuff like that. I've gone on one guided trip, and it was for lake trout and pike. We caught lake trout, but we didn't catch any pike. It was an awesome trip, though. Full day trip, 300 and something bucks. And basically what I did is I looked at the area I was going to be in. I looked at reviews. I looked for like the best reviewed place, and then I looked at what they offer and everything like that and found my plan. What I normally would like to do, ideally, if I'm going to be visiting one area and not traveling to several different spots, I want to go to a spot. If I'm doing a guided trip or a charter, I want to try to do that the first day or as closely to the beginning of the trip as possible because those guides know a lot about the area. They fish that area. I don't care if you're doing a guided trip in freshwater and you're going to be fishing saltwater for the rest of the trip. You can still ask that guide for tips, tricks, advice, help, stuff like that as far as equipment, techniques, where you should fish. When I went to Colorado, which is the example I'm going to use for just this whole discussion or whatever. I was there for like 5 days. I fished in the rivers for brown trout 4 of the days. And I actually went to a lake for a few hours one of the days as well. But the second to last day, I did a guided thing. And I wanted to do that early in the trip, but it just didn't work out. They didn't have availability until the second to last day. But that guy gave me so much advice of where to go, what I was doing. Most of what he said is, you're doing exactly right, which I knew I was because I had caught a lot of fish out there. But he had given me some advice that really helped. So you could definitely talk those guys' ears off. If you're going to be paying to fish with an expert in that area for 3-4+ hours, you may as well get as much information as you can from them. I mean, I'm talking not short of bringing like a notebook and a pencil and just writing down everything they say. Fishing Junk said, I don't pay guides. Okay. Okay, cool. My buddy guides fly fishing here in Pennsylvania. He was actually on a TV show. Yeah, that's awesome. That'd be a great job being a guide. It'd be super cool. Ocean City Guide Service is a great charter. They have all kinds of different packages. Definitely. And there's doing research on your own and going and asking the locals, which is like the second best thing to getting a guide. But you're not going to get much better. A guide wants you to catch fish. I mean, it's not guaranteed that you'll catch fish because that's just never a guarantee. But a guide wants you to catch fish and have a good time. So they're going to tell you as much tips as they can and have you doing the techniques that are going to be most effective for trying to catch fish. So you like literally, if you want to try a new type of fishing, short of actually doing all the research yourself, which is what I've done for everything, if you can afford a guide, that one day will be like such a good experience. So it's expensive and I can't afford it. I mean, I've done one guided trip in my life and I can't really afford that type of stuff, but there's definitely pros to going on a guided trip. You'll learn a lot in a couple hours. I thought of doing guide trips for $50 for a half day. Saltwater inshore without a boat. What are you talking about? Like you actually guiding and charging $50 a day, or are you talking about paying? Because that'd be super cheap to pay that. So like fishing beaches, bay fishing, maybe some fishing inlets and stuff like that. Ted said, I will go out with a guide and learn, then go out myself and do the same thing. That's exactly what I was recommending. That's why, like, towards the beginning of the trip, go out with a guide and then learn, like, literally absorb everything you can from them, because they've learned, they've done the trial and error. They will save you a lot of time with all that stuff, and then go out and try it yourself. And I'm not saying that's what I do to learn how to fish for different species, because I've caught 37 species, and only one of those, lake trout, had I ever had a guide trip, whatever. But I'm fully sure that having that guide, I caught way more lake trout than I would have if I just looked it up and went out there on my own, especially because he had a boat and I don't. And two, if I went back to any lake around that area with lake trout and I had a boat or I had some way to get out there in the middle of the water to where it was deep, I would know what to do to catch them. I would literally know how to catch them. I absorbed all that knowledge. Fishing Junk. I'm the guy, and the price be $50 for a half day, $130 for 6 to 7 hours. Yeah, you probably get some business being cheap like that, but you just make sure to get the money up front and everything, and be safe about it. What up, Fish Slayer Freshwater? Off the hook said that's exactly what you should do. Yeah, definitely. If you're going to be going on a trip, if you can't afford a guided thing or anything, and for saltwater, they have piers and stuff where you can fish off them and you can rent rods and stuff like that, and it's cheap. It's not that expensive to go rent a rod and fish off the pier and stuff like that. Usually a lot of people out there. You can go, if you're like me, just go to the next person up the pier and ask them, what are you using? What are you fishing for? Especially if you see them catching. It's not going to hurt. The worst they can do is not tell you. They're not going to punch you in the face for asking, I always just go up and ask people random stuff. You get the random old guys who look at you like, why are you talking to me while I'm fishing? Just keep on going. Go ask the next person. They'll probably be nice and give you advice. Fish Slayer's in the house, everybody. How many hook sets do you have, Fish Slayer? If you guys haven't gone and check out his channel, do that for me, please. I'm going to stop sharing this screen until we're ready to react to some videos. But yeah, let me know what else do you got. Okay, so that's as far as species and techniques. I mean, the longest and the most recent like actual trip for fishing that I've done is Colorado. So I'm just gonna have to keep using that for my example. Pretty soon I've got a trip, and I don't know if I can work this out, but I'm gonna try really hard. But I want to get a trip really soon to probably Arkansas, maybe Southeast Missouri. Find somewhere to camp with a couple friends from college. Try to catch some smallies out of the creeks. Try to catch some rock bass out of the creeks. Try to go for some new species. Have fun. Do some fishing, some camping, some cooking, stuff like that. So that should be awesome. Good content, good experience. I'm going to try to make that happen. But the last trip, like I said, was Colorado. So how would you guys, if you're going to go to a new spot and you're going to fish for new species, new techniques, stuff like that, where are you looking? Because I'm going to search. First off, you could just literally search the question, but also YouTube was a super good, like I found a lot of good YouTube videos on the type of trout fishing I was going to be doing mountain streams with spinners and stuff like that. Super useful, saved me a lot of time. You can also go look up local reviews and stuff like that to find out what areas are good. Google Maps is awesome to find out what spots are good. And then once you find a spot that looks good, search that area, search that spot online and see if anybody's actually been there and fished there. Fishbrain can help out, stuff like that. There's fishing apps. And then just ask people. When I go there, even after I've done a lot of research and think I know everything, I go in the shop and I ask the people at the bait shop, ask the people at the hotel I'm staying at, people at the gas station, hey, you know any good fishing holes around here? What are they normally biting on? Stuff like that. Like literally you can ask the locals, and again, the worst they can do is not tell you. FishAngler got in contact with a guy who has fished a spot that he scouted. Hopefully he'll give you info. Well, if not, then you just go fish there yourself. That's the best way to find out if stuff's there. I would, if some guy fished a spot that I scouted and said, hey, the fishing sucks, I'd still go there and fish anyway and probably catch a bunch. Like, I don't listen to other people. So hopefully that works out for you. But the only way to know if something's actually in the water is to go there and throw some worms in, throw some jigs in, do some fishing. If you want to watch all that kind of good content and good fishing, go to Deer Meat for Dinner. Rob is a YouTuber. You can learn from him about fishing, hunting, and how to do your channel. So guys, check out if you want any of that type of advice, check out, what is it? Deer Meat for Dinner. And I've heard people say Deer Meat for Dinner. I actually saw that. I got recommended a couple Deer Meat for Dinner videos earlier this week. Deer Meat for Dinner. But you know me, I don't have time to be clicking on random YouTube videos. If I'm going to be clicking any random YouTube videos, it's usually something like that could help, because that could help for my channel. But usually I'm clicking on one of your guys' YouTube videos and trying to support you guys. I have too many of you guys to watch to be watching the big people. That's why you notice when I react to videos on here, when you see me go to like the big people, it's normally the subscribe button's not hit, the bell's not rung. But when it's all you guys, that thing's always gray, that bell's always rung out. Make a trip to Pennsylvania, it'll be a blast. You know what I mean? Just get here. Yeah, we'll do it off the hook. We're going to make it happen this summer, man. I'm fully planning on it. Try to take like a week off work or something like that. Try to get out there for a few days. I definitely want to make that happen. Always throw a worm for a new spot. If it's a pond or lake. What do you mean if it's a pond or lake? Like a worm's not going to be the best thing to throw in the creek? I'd say the opposite. I say a worm definitely in pond or lake. I mean, worm definitely in the creek. If it's a pond or lake, maybe go throw a Senko or something. But yeah, the worms work great in all three, but it's definitely more of a safe bet to throw a worm in a creek, because I've almost never had bad luck throwing worms in creeks. I've had a lot of 80, 90 plus fish days, just literally walking up and down creeks throwing worms. So Fishing Junk is just talking about techniques and, you know, how to find out about fishing for new areas and new fishing info. He goes into fly shops and he asks what's a good spot. Then he'll buy a few flies and stuff like that. Yeah, not only ask what a good spot is in Colorado, I asked for some good spots. I asked what the best thing to throw was, and I asked how they were biting that time of year and stuff, and what species that I might get into up there, where I might be able to go for other species. Told me some good info that you wouldn't think, like, oh, all these spots are normally good for fishing, but Denver's been stealing the water to water people's lawns and stuff like that, so all the creeks are so low you can't get into anything. He marked an entire area off my map that I was going to fish, that if you look up, it's like 4 or 5 star Blue River trout streams. But if I actually would have taken the time to go up there and not listen to that guy, there would have been no water and I wouldn't have caught it. I would have wasted my whole day. I actually ended up going to one of them just to try it out, one or two, and they were super low and it sucked. So Denver was stealing the water. I had to go further west to get into where they weren't tapping into it too much, and I could still get into the good fish. Fish Layer said, I was saying high mountain creeks, I have more success with flies. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we don't have we don't have those in Missouri. So I wasn't thinking of that. My bad. Worms are better for warm water fish. Yes and no. Worms are better where worms are. You know, worms are going to be better where there are actually worms. So, I mean, trout, I would not consider trout warm water fish, but you can absolutely tear up trout with worms. In your opinion, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if you're fishing for pike through the ice, they've probably never seen a worm or haven't seen worms in months. So they're not going to go for a worm. But if you're fishing a pond with a muddy bank that rained the week before, probably used to eating worms. They're probably going to bite a worm. Fishing Junk says if he gets a lot, he's had them tell him that backwaters. If I get a lot, I've had them tell me backwater. What do you mean if you get a lot? You're talking about buy a lot of stuff? I've gone in those fly shops and not bought crap and just asked the guy questions. You just got to be cool with them. Most of the time, just relate to them. Think it's a guy sitting there bored waiting for the next person to walk in. You walk in. They get a little bit excited because, you know, not their day's less boring at that point. So I just come in and talk fishing with them. Most of the time, I don't buy anything. I'm super broke, so I usually don't buy nothing. At fly shops, yeah, I usually don't buy anything. I go in there and talk about a few things. I might buy 1 or 2 spinners or something like that. I'm way too broke. That's how I can afford to go on so many trips and stuff like that, is I just don't buy stuff when I'm out there. I literally buy nothing. I'm as cheap as I can be. I bring my own food and everything. Bring a big old cooler with all my stuff. I am broke, guys. He said, I just like to buy something for info. Right. Yeah, I'm not. If I had, you know, if I was rich, I'd definitely do that. I'd go in and like, thanks for the good info. Let me buy some stuff to help you out. But if the guy owns the fly shop, it's really going to help him out. If he just works there, he might not care. But I literally just can't afford that. I can't afford to. Every time I have a question and go into a shop, I can't even afford to buy a $1 or $2 item. That's just too much for me. Very broke. If you guys ever go to college and you're paying for it yourself, you'll know what I mean. Not cheap. And I'm getting paid to go to college, and I'm still broke. Like, as broke as it gets. College takes up all your time to where you can't work very much. I like to think of it as a trade. No, I get it. I get it. I don't like to feel like I'm getting one over on them and get something for nothing, but I definitely, if they want to share some information, I'll take it from them, and I can't afford to always buy something. Flies are pretty expensive. It's all expensive, and especially those bait shops. The bait shops that have the good info, the ones with the best info, freaking Panther Martins were like $7-8. I was like, I'm not buying anything here. Because I tried. I went over and looked at the Panther Martins. I wanted to do what you said, buy, you know, 1 or 2 and help them out. I was like, I appreciate the info, but I can't spend $8 on a spinner, dude. I just can't. Sell something, you know, some reasonable price. And they're up in the mountains, so it's expensive just to get stuff there. I get why it's expensive. He said, I got like nothing in my bank account. It's because you keep buying stuff every time you get advice. You go to McDonald's and you're like, hey, man, I don't know. Ask the guy for some advice. All right, I'm going to buy a whole meal. I'm joking, bro. I totally get what you mean, but yeah. It gets tough to do that. Anything else? What you need to bring? I'm sure you guys like to do what I do if you have time. Like, most of the time I go fishing all the time, and it's like a couple hours or like 20 minutes here and there in between work and school, blah blah blah. So I never have time to sit there and organize my fishing bag or like organize what I'm doing before I go fishing. But if I have a planned trip, I like to take a few solid hours, if not like a whole half a day, to organize all the tackle, all the stuff. And I like this. Oh, I might need this. Let me know if you guys like it or if you hate it. The thought of it always sounds rough and sounds like a lot of work, but then I get into it and it's really not that big of a deal. Like, I like sitting there and organizing my tackle, figuring out what rods I'm going to bring. That's always the hardest part, is I want to bring 8 rods and then I have room for 3 or 4. And it's like, oh my gosh, if I don't bring this rod, then I won't be able to, if I don't, you know what I mean? It's tough. And So yeah, there's also like planning what to bring and everything like that. And then you're always thinking about the fishing stuff. You never think about the other stuff. Like you might not bring enough hats for the sun. You might forget your waders or enough boots or enough changes of socks to be, because if you're gonna be walking creeks all day, I want a couple changes of socks or else I'm getting trench foot out there. If it's a small trip, I got a backpack and 2 or 3 tackle boxes. Yeah, you guys usually can't see in my fishing videos because I'm doing first person view. Maybe if I do a tripod or something, you'll see. I normally have a backpack like 3 feet sticking off my back, absolutely packed full of everything I might possibly need and horribly unorganized. So my goal the other day was to organize that fishing backpack, and I haven't. And I got way too much on my list to do tomorrow and just this week. So I don't see it happening, but I'll try. I'll definitely try. 2 rods is the most I could carry. Oh, I'm talking about a trip, dude. Like how many rods you want to bring with you on a fishing trip. I'm not talking about like walking around with 7 rods. I'm talking about when I'm packing the car, getting ready for a trip. I want to bring, and then that's the next part is when you do go on the trip and then you park your car somewhere and you'll be walking a stream all day. Do you want to bring 2 rods? Do you want to bring 1? If I'm going to be walking around all day, I only want 1 rod with me. New spot. Light rod for panfish and bass, stronger rod for catfish and carp. Yeah, so like what I was talking about with creek fishing earlier, especially in my other stream with NKR, is I'll bring, if I'm going to be creek fishing with like worms and stuff like that, and I'm going to be going to a spot, sitting there for a little bit, and then going to the next spot, sitting there for a little bit, I'll bring 2 rods, put them out with the bait chilling. And it'll be usually just 2 lighter rods. Like when I'm in the creek, I just use lighter rods. It doesn't matter if there's big fish out there. I'm still just using lighter rods because it's fun. If I'm going to be fishing with spinners, with any type of like lure or anything, like almost exclusively, when I do the other thing, when I'm fishing with 2 rods and fishing with bait, I still have some lures or whatever in my backpack, whatever, just in case I see a big bass, throw a Senko on, something like that. But if I'm going to be exclusively just walking around fishing with lures like spinners or something like that, or little jigs, if I plan on doing that, I'm going to be doing a lot more moving around. I'm going to fish an area, fan cast, try to, cast in cover this whole bit of water, and then move on downstream to the next one, move on downstream to the next one. So I'm bringing 1 rod. I've tried bringing 2 rods, and it always gets super annoying doing that. I only end up ever using the 1. I don't like sit there and keep changing back and forth. So yeah, if I'm using like lures, I'll generally bring 1 rod. If I'm going to the bank of a lake and I'm going to be sitting at one spot for a while, maybe a couple. I don't do a lot of bank fishing with as soon as I got 8 people in here, we had 3. We get up to 8, and then my internet freezes. Guys, if I freeze again, I'll be right back. It says my internet's good. Sorry about that. Thanks for sticking in. I think my face probably froze for a second. My bad. I'm an organized person, but definitely not true for my fishing gear. You can spend 2 days. I always tell people this. You can spend 2 days getting your fishing gear organized. You can spend 5 minutes ruining it all. Because when you're out there fishing, you're never like, oh, let me go into this. Then you're throwing your backpack on the bank, and you're like, oh, let me get pliers. Where did I put the pliers? You're throwing stuff around, fishing stuff out of your backpack, and it's flying all over the place. Yeah, it's rough. I also organize a lot before big trips, fishing junk. But when I come back from the big trips, I'm as little organized as physically possible. That's a really good question, Snag. He said, where do you guys find your music for your videos? So there's a couple things you can do to pay. There's a lot of plans where you pay a little bit per month or something like that. You get a certain amount of free downloads or unlimited free downloads, whatever. And those are, I wouldn't do that at this point. But you want copyright free in case you ever get monetized, so you don't get copyright strikes that'll count towards actually like penalties on your account and stuff like that. You want copyright free. So everyone let them know what you guys use if you guys have channels. But I'm definitely doing, first off, I'm going to YouTube Studio and scrolling all the way down on the left side of the audio library. YouTube Studio's got hundreds, if not thousands, of free songs. They're free. They're copyright free. Then you got Audio Library, which is a channel on YouTube. You got Audio Library Plus, and you go ahead and subscribe to them and ring the bell, and then that way you'll know when they come out with new stuff. They've got a lot of copyright-free songs, and even copyright-free songs with voice and stuff, like the ones I've been using on my recent shorts, my short videos. But some of them have stipulations. You got to be careful. You got to like some of them. It's hard to even find the download because you got to like go follow them on Spotify, and then they'll give you the free download. Like some have weird things like that. If you don't want to jump through all those hoops, then don't even mess with it. There should be enough music on the YouTube library to keep you going. But the issue with that is you'll run out of music. You'll run out of the songs to where you feel like you're using the same ones, which is fine. But then there's also everyone else will be using the same freaking songs. So you'll hear a song in your video and be like, oh, that guy used it. You know, that guy just used my song, whatever. So that's another thing you got to worry about. If anyone knows any good ones, I'd love to know. Apparently, there's Spotify instrumentals or something like that. I think they're copyright free, but they're all instrumental. There's no voice. But I would definitely use copyright free. You don't want any issues. Oof. Fishing Junk. When he's beach fishing, he brings 1 to 2 big surf rods and a little bass rod. What up, Chunder Grog? How's it going? Thanks for stopping in. He said, nice hat. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So I streamed for an hour earlier, and then I streamed for an hour directly after that, and then started this stream, and have been going for 3 hours. So I'm on 5 hours straight of streaming. So I'd love to keep this going, but definitely going to wrap this up sometime in the next 30 minutes or so, depending on what people are wanting to do and how awake or tired I am. But yeah, thanks for being here, Chunder Grog. Guys, hit that thumbs if you haven't. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Not just trying to promote myself. I really want you guys to know when the next live streams are, because we always help each other grow. We always like to do fun stuff like the trivia, the content creator live streams, the reacting to videos, movie nights, stuff like that. And I got some good stuff planned for the future as well. So let's see. You got the FishAngler thing now, so I'll check it out over the next few days. Okay, yeah, so follow me on there. It's Sunfish King, just like my name. I don't think there's a space, but it's just Sunfish King. So look for me on there. Follow me. And then what I would do, Fishing Junk, just to kickstart it. I mean, you don't have to be one of these people that just goes and follows everybody. But what I would do if I were you, because it's no fun to have one of those apps and have 5 followers and have nobody to talk to and stuff like that, I would click on my page and see who's following me, and just follow a bunch of those people, or any of them that have interesting accounts, stuff like that. And then if you have any other friends that are on there, do the same until you get to like 100 or 200 or something like that. And then just let people, just follow people one at a time at that point. But I would do that at the beginning because it just sucks to have no followers at all at the beginning. I like to start out with like 50. I did that till I got to 50, and then I just let it grow on its own. But I would do that. I've got some groups in there. Definitely talk to me. I've got some groups that you could join. There's a YouTube group. There's a panfish group. There's a multi-species group, which you could definitely join that one and post all your salt stuff. But there's a lot of saltwater fishing on there too, and people fishing in other countries and stuff. So it's super cool. The former sniper of spades, now snagger of spades. He always plans to bring 2 or 3 rods for targeting different types of fish. Multi-species fisherman, a true multi-species fisherman. 23 likes. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all. That's awesome. There's been a lot more than 23 people in here tonight, but I appreciate 23 likes. I think my most on a live is like 40 or something like that. But obviously, I mean, tonight it's just Harrison ditched me. Just me talking. I'm not out there fishing. I'm not doing trivia, so it's not as many people, coming in and stuff like that. So I get it. Off the Hook shared my link. I got the link that has just C/SunfishKing. A lot of people have these big, long links, and you can't even read them. And if you guys want to know, DM me on like Fishbrain or something. I'll tell you how to get a link like this, because it's not just the big ballers. You can get a link like that too. I have FishAngler also. He can do the same with me. Yeah. Off the Hook has FishAngler too. And it's just, I don't, you can say what you want about it, but I like to not go and just follow everybody, but I like to follow, like actively follow and comment on a lot of people's stuff for the first couple weeks of having any app like that, because that way it establishes you at least got a few people on there that know you and that will like and comment on your stuff. Otherwise, no one wants to have 5 followers and have nobody commenting on your stuff. You'll just stop using the app and it won't be fun for you. And then if you ever do have a YouTube channel, those apps help promote your stuff as well, your videos, your channel, your content, all that. Anything else about fishing trips, guides? Guys, I want to hear from you. What is the best, if you've ever done a guided trip or a charter, what is the best one you've ever done? Where was it? What'd you fish for? Tell me about it. I'm curious because I've just done the one. We caught like 20 something, like just over, I think 20 or so lake trout. The biggest one was like between 2 and 3 pounds, so nothing massive, but they were fun. Those ones between 2 or 3 pounds, they felt a lot bigger than they were pulling them up. Fought really hard. We talked about everything I want to talk about besides the YouTube stuff, and we'll save that for another live stream. I don't want to do it when there's only 6 people. I'd rather do it when there's like 10 or 15 in here. No offense to y'all, and I'm just at the point where I'm too tired to really give it the full attention I need to. So what I said I would do is react to a few videos in here. I'm probably, it's 11:45. I probably won't do much more than like half an hour. Probably end this thing around 12:15 my time, so about 30 minutes. But I'm gonna react to a few videos just to keep, oh my goodness, just try to keep this thing entertaining, whatever. He called him Oof the Hook. Off the hook, I followed you in Sunfish King. Awesome, yeah. He said, I taught myself fishing, no charter, no guide. Fish Slayer, haven't you caught like 15 fish in your whole life, though? Got to teach yourself some better fishing, man. I need to talk to you personally about the shorts. Okay. I mean, if there's any question you can ask on here, we could definitely talk about it right now. But people, I don't get why people, and it's nothing against you at all. I'm not saying anything bad, but for some reason, people cannot figure the shorts thing out. It was really, I mean, I have some of them on there that aren't in the right aspect, and I didn't figure it out. I didn't go back and change them. I just said it is what it is. But I figured it out pretty quick, and it wasn't hard for me. Like, if you film something on your phone, it film something up and down, it'll be portrait. And then whatever editing software you use, you edit it in portrait. So the whole thing's in portrait. And then you don't add anything to the video, any titles, any outros, intro. You don't add anything that's landscape. You just keep the whole thing 9/16 portrait. I don't know how it is on your editing software, but it's easy on mine, on Filmora. And then you just upload it like that. It's got to be less than 60 seconds, 59 seconds or less. And then if you did all that, you don't have to put hashtag shorts in the title. But I would anyway, just to make sure. If you want, I can always seem to find something fly fishing to watch. Download a video editing app and just click portrait. Yeah, I said fish. That's what Fish Slayer said. And I don't know how to do it with, like, it's not that easy when you film something in landscape and then try to do it in portrait like that. For some reason, it doesn't work too well. I don't know what happened. So, yeah, if that happens again, if my internet freezes again, then I'm just going to end the stream early because nobody wants to sit here and watch me freezing up. I usually have good internet here. I don't know what the issue is. It's kind of annoying, but it's cool. Dixie still got an hour, 45-minute drive. Yeah, and on a normal night, Dixie, I'd keep you entertained for the whole drive. But I'm telling you right now, if my internet does that again, I'll be gone. And we're dropping down to 4 people, so we're losing people too. If my internet does that again, then I'll just end this thing early. But if not, my plan is to react to 2 or 3 videos at least here, and then end the thing. So we'll react to some fishing videos for sure. Let's see what we got. I don't know what I want to react to as far as fishing videos, guys. Recommendations. I'll take recommendations for fishing videos in the chat. But yeah, if I lag out again, I'll just end this thing. But either way, I'm gonna end it soon. I'm just gonna do a couple reaction videos. Anyone have anything to recommend? Tell me in the chat. While we wait, I'm sure you guys have seen these, but we'll do one of the Bill Dance fishing fails if possible, because those ones are hilarious. There we go. Yeah, we saw this one last time. How many does he have? Volume 1. How many are there? Oh, volume 1, 2, 3, and 4 at least. And I don't think we saw 3 and 4 last time, but we'll just start at 1 anyway. But yeah, recommendations in the chat. Let me know if I start to lag out again. I'll just go ahead and end the stream. We're gonna start with this thing, and then let me know. These are hilarious though, guys. And then let me know in the chat if there's anything you guys want to watch. I know Fishing Junk's gonna give me some fly fishing stuff. Oh no! Let's share the screen, y'all. Sure. Off the hook's going to bed. Night, fellas. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Had a few internet issues, and then didn't expect Harrison to ditch me and just leave me alone with this thing. No offense to him. He had something come up, so he can't really help that. And then I don't know what happened with the fake fishing with G and the fake accounts, but it seems like I always get curveballs thrown my way. You just got to learn how to deal with them. See ya later off the hook. All right, guys, we're going to watch this video. And if anyone in the chat has anything they want to recommend, up to you. It's got to be appropriate, so no cussing. And it's got to be fishing, outdoors, or cooking related, because I get too random, we'll start to get into stuff that we don't want to watch. These are classic videos, though, guys. I don't know if you can watch Dixie Makes it because you're driving, so. Oh, he got stuck in the tree, too. Guys, my internet looks like it's crapping out again, so it might freeze up. If it happens, I'm going to end this thing. It just says, let me pause it. He cussed. It said, all right, it's gone away. It said connection unstable for a second. I don't know what that is. Like, my Wi-Fi is pretty far from this room, the router, which sucks. But I usually get pretty good internet, so I don't know what the deal is. Back to the video. Man. How'd a whole dang tree fall on you?
That thing took my ear off. You know, before you ever wet a line, you should always, and I mean always, put some thought about what you're going to do. And what...
That one was almost not even funny. That just looked horribly painful. Oh, the rods. You better grab them.
Hey, come here.
How?
In towing your boat, here is a safety chain tip.
I don't get how he does it. Oh, no. Oh.
Shoot.
He broke them all. I know we've already seen this one.
Ain't this a fine howdy-do?
I just don't get how he does it. Fishing Junk, you got anything fly fishing for us? If I don't get any recommendations, I'm playing two more videos of my choice.
But I had these 3 big bass bust my rods. Oh, man.
No, you had a dumb bass bust your rods.
Tailgate was down. I ought to do one on. Here's a safety tip for carrying your rods. Look at this, man.
All right, let's do a rehearsal. You're going to pan with the jib. Audio okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Oh, I
Audio
love this.
okay.
He said you're gonna pan with the jib.
Box up into frame. Nice. Oh man. I'm blind in one eye. What happened?
That's my favorite part of the whole thing. He said, "What happened? I was panning." What you told me to do. Oh, hey. Snagger of Spades. He said, peace out. He's got a video coming up too, guys, so go check him out. Or he might have just uploaded it. I'm not sure. Fishing video, though. He changed the name from Sniper of Spades to Snagger of Spades just to go along with his fishing content. He's got to hit the hay so he can stay rested and be ready for fishing tomorrow. Man, I hope you catch the fish of your life, man. Thank you for joining in, Snagger of Spades. Guys, go check out Snagger of Spades. And I hope you have a great day on the water, man. I need to not fish tomorrow. I don't care what the weather is. I've got so much stuff that I need to get done. I'm just not going to let myself fish tomorrow. I live across from the lake, so it's going to be really hard. But I need to not let myself fish.
Man, all right.
Later, Snagger.
Man.
That
camera's heavy.
Yeah, he got his freaking block knocked. My thing, hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't know how to change the speed and everything like that. Playback speed. 0.5. All right, let's do half speed. Let's go right here. Watch him. What was that? Oh, dancing. His arms are up. Just one more time. Actually, let's go. We can go even slower. To a 0.25 speed, guys. Watch this. Look at his little... He's way too happy. He's the definition of what I would say frolicking. That's frolicking. Look at that. Man down. Just ragdoll. Instant regret. Go back to normal speed. All right. Rough. Absolutely rough. He's not happy.
I actually believe that wind drifts shad. It pushes the shad. It drifts them up against the shoreline. Well, that's not the case at all. What happens, the wind, what it does, it drifts the plankton. And in turn, shad being filter feeders, what they do, they move right into where that area of plankton is. And that's part of it. Oh, come here.
Dude is a walking cartoon. An actual walking cartoon.
What is going to happen next?
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen next. The video is going to be over. All right, guys. I'll play at least 2 more videos. I promise at least 2 more videos. What do we got here? Bass Country uploaded a video with his new aquarium with fatties. Jeremy Albritton, how to tie a crappie jig, gray and chartreuse. Yeah, my computer froze again. So this, guys, I'm giving you a fair warning. There's only 2 people in here, so this will be the last video. We're gonna wrap it up with this. I just seem to be getting to a little bit of bad spot with my internet, but Fishing Junk, and then I don't know who else is in here. Maybe Dixie May. I'm gonna play one last video and wrap it up. I would keep going, but 1, I'm having internet problems, and 2, there ain't too many people interested in watching my live stream right now anyway. But I appreciate you guys for being in here, as always. I'm going to go ahead and play this. 611 views by Steve Gibson, Triple Tail in the Surf. This is recommended by Fishing Junk. He's always got some good stuff. He said that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm sorry I lagged out too. I don't know what happened with that. We're going to play this video here. So loud. Let me know if it's too loud. I don't know how to, actually don't know how to turn it down, but let me know if it's too loud. All right. Let's see if anyone said anything. Nope. All right, we're going to get this going. I can still read the chat, so we should be good. It's so loud. Yeah, Dixie's in here. Thank you, Dixie. I would keep going, but having a little bit of internet problems where I keep lagging out. Yeah, I just froze again for a second. See, my internet's crapping out. So I'm going to play this 7-minute video, and then we're going to end this thing. All right, guys? Sorry about my internet. First, NKR had bad internet, and so I made a whole live stream with him that was supposed to go an hour. 20 minutes in, he had to leave because his internet sucked, and he wasn't happy about it. I don't know what to do about that. And then went on Harrison's channel, and he had to leave, in less than an hour. I was like, come on, man. I got to do the rest of this night myself. Come over here. You guys know I don't mind it, but I come over here. And first, I deal with a fake mod. I don't know what happened. He started blocking everybody, all types of crap. And then we had 2 trolls come in and say dumb stuff. Had a troll come in Harrison's stream. There's just, and now I've had 3 or 4 lags, glitches, freezes, whatever you want to call them, because of, just a little bit crappy internet over here. So, guys, it's not easy being a YouTuber. You think, oh, you got to get out there and get good content. Got to make sure that people want to watch your stuff. Then you got to edit it and upload it. It takes time. Then you got to promote it and make sure people are actually seeing this. There's so much more to it than that. There's all the stuff that you don't expect that comes up. The internet problems, the trolls, the hackers, all this crap. So we're going to play this last video. Hopefully we don't have internet problems. Thank you all for being in here. Play this last video and then go ahead and end the thing. So, yeah, thank you guys. Thank both of you guys for being in here. 7-minute video catching triple tail in the surf. Recommended by our very own Fish and Junk.
Triple tail.
That was fast.
All right.
Oh, sight fish.
Nice jump. All right. Whew. I don't know what.
Even these guys, see, this had what, 600 something views, I think. Even a video like this, he's got his camera aimed wrong. I think he's doing the head mount, but it's aimed too high. He's looking at the sky and not the fish. When you're sight fishing, you want it a little lower. So I bet he looked back at this footage and went, dang it, I wish I lowered it a little. There's always ways to improve, no matter how big you are. The internet thing happens with Fish and Junk doing online school at times. The internet goes down for like 5 minutes. Yeah, I hate that. Then you miss that, and you're like, those things usually aren't recorded to where you can go back and sometimes they are. They're often not recorded to where you can go back and get those notes, which sucks. And then my professors go way too fast anyway. When you get to college, it gets crazy. They go so fast, you can probably take like 5 words of notes in the crappiest handwriting ever from each PowerPoint slide. And then they get past it, and you're like, hey, can you go back? And they're like, oh, you could just get this later. It's like, why am I taking notes?
What the heck is going on out here?
His angle is not great, but it's okay. Oh, wow.
Another nice jump. 2 jumps on this boy.
Wow.
Boy. Now I'm going to have problems if he gets around those doggone groins. Make sure I can get him. If he's going to take off one more time.
Wow. Strong fish. Definitely strong fish.
That was cool. Is recognizing that fish as a triple tail rather than a water grass. It looks a lot like a water grass.
It does.
And I think a lot of people would just walk right by.
Not a fisherman. No, these fights must go on for a long time because I've never cut any out of any of my fights.
Around here.
Most fish I've caught so far, and I may take that back after I edit a few more videos because I've caught some bigger ones. Most fish I've caught so far on YouTube have been smaller. And I haven't had any real long fights. I don't think I've had a single video where I've had to cut some fight time out. I mean, yeah, it's the fly, and yeah, these are big ocean fish, but that's just crazy to me still that they've got to cut time out of the actual fight to keep it entertaining. That's the most action-packed part of the dang video. But, I mean, if they didn't, they'd be sitting there fighting fish for half the video. I totally get it, you know? I'm not a fly fisherman, so I don't have a lot of fights that last 5-10 minutes with fish, but I know some of those guys have long fights with the fish.
Not a big one. And what I do is I get him in a wave and wash him up on the beach with a wave when he's ready. And about ready, this next wave. Boom. Gorgeous.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Not huge.
And what we'll do is we'll release this fish.
So nice fish.
And hopefully that fish will go out and grow up, and there she goes.
Oh, wow, that was a quick release.
Great.
He was ready to
Way
go. No recovery time at all.
Got it. He got it. All right.
Wow.
Ah, he missed it. I got the water grass. He had it. I watched him eat it.
Water grass.
All right, there's a couple snook here.
Guys, I catch a lot
There
of
he is
wads.
back in here.
If you're fishing anywhere with herons or cranes, they know where the fish are. If you see them standing somewhere, go scare them off and fish right there, especially for trout and stuff. They will tell you where the fish are hanging out. Look at that. See, he's going for them. You know there's fish there. He's trying to eat them. Scare him off and see what he's chasing.
There's no predator that I can see. All bait. Look at that. Don't see. Should be snook around it, but there's something right there. I don't know what it is. But it looks, oh, I don't know what those are. Those are snook. Oh, those are the, oh, what are those? Those are the triple tail. Those are the triple tail.
Those are the triple tail.
They may have been the ones that I've been fishing for, so they probably won't get, but we'll see. Hey, got something going right up here. I can
That's
see the
crazy.
individual fish.
Doing some beach sight fishing. That's awesome.
There's 4 or 5 fish there. And what we'll do is we'll get up here, make sure they're fish, figure out what direction they're facing if they are fish, and try to get a fly in front of them. 4 fish
sir.
right there.
Well, let's catch some. What are we doing?
Take
Just walking
your
around the
time,
dang beach
make
talking
sure everything's
about it.
right. Line's not wrapped around your
Let's see some action, man.
rod.
What's this guy's name? George? See some action, George, or whatever your name is.
Get it out there and put it right in front of them.
Steve Gibson, that's what it is. Come on, Steve. I don't know where I got George from.
And hey, the one acted like he wanted it. We'll see what happens.
You got this, Steve. I believe in you. Well, that's getting muddy and nasty.
He's chasing it. But I got into the.
I see him. There's like
grass.
5 of them out there. See that little mini school of them? 5, 6 of them?
They turned. One of them turned on it and followed it in. So they may. We'll see here. We'll see what happens.
You got it, Steve. Go ahead.
He turned on it. He turned on it. He turned on it.
Yes. You got this, Steve. Oh,
Okay, he followed it in. Good way. Let's see what happens. See if he eats. See if they turn. No. There's 4 triple tail out there, but there's another one right underneath this grass here.
Come on,
This one's
Steve.
really camouflaged.
If you talk
I'm
the
gonna see if
talk,
I can get it, but I can't get a
gotta
clear
walk
shot.
the walk.
See if
I
can
don't
get it
know
here.
if Steve's gonna catch another one. I don't know if Steve's gonna catch another one.
Took 2 casts.
Oh,
It was just a
guys,
matter
there
of
it is.
being able to make a
There it
cast
is.
and not
Steve's hooked up.
and pick a path so that that fly wouldn't get covered in grass.
He's hooked up, guys. Let's see if he lands it. We've got less than a minute left in this video. Huh? Oh, I've never seen that before. Stats for nerds. What does that do? Whoa. I don't know any of that. Make that go away. Just got to the dark side of YouTube, guys.
So he could be able to see a fly that wasn't. You can see how much algae's in here.
I don't know what that was.
That's what I'm calling grass.
Mass confusion.
See, they are masters of disguise. They can really change
What do you think about that music?
their color. This one is lighter than those out there. And we're washing in with the wave. Yep. He'll come in when he's ready. This is a little smaller than the ones out there.
Got a little dinker. A little dinky triple tail. So small it's just a double tail.
Beautiful, beautiful fish.
They look like, let's go back. It's shaped like a crappie. You know what I mean? Kind of shaped like a crappie a little bit.
He'll come
Body
in when
shape,
he's ready. This is a
slabby
little
body.
smaller than the ones
It's
out
like a
there.
ocean version of a crappie. But with 3 tails. And totally different color. Look at that. That is the exact shape of a big slab crappie. Exact shape of a slabby crappie. Just like an ocean version. They kind of are. Yeah, they're kind of like crappie. Kind of look like crappie. All right, anyway, keep it going. That's just they're kind of smaller. Didn't they say, let's look it up real quick. Triple tail fish world record. We're going to look up the triple tail world record. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Anyway, that's fine. I don't have to share it. 42 pound, 5 ounce. Yeah, so they get up over 40 pounds. That's nuts. But they fight like 10 times harder. And bigger. Yeah. Definitely bigger than crappie. Ain't no 45-pound crappie. And then anything that lives in the ocean, you saw it sitting there dealing with that constant waves in, waves out, the tide and stuff like that. Yeah, they're not going to be as they're going to be a lot stronger. Not going to be as easy to horse in. Let's see. Just for my own, I want to see if there's any videos of mine that are real old that I haven't seen in a while. Does this go in like order? Yeah. See if there's any videos of mine that are super old that I might want to play for you guys, but I doubt it. I mean, I'm at the point where I just want to upload some new content. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end this thing either right now, or I might play. I can't play this one. I like this video. I can't play this one. It's my top 100 catches, but the music is copyright, so it has problems. September release clips. Those are small fish. Oh, we do the Colorado trip release clips. That's pretty cool. Dixie said, what is that? What is what? The type of fish? It was a triple tail, if that's what you were asking. The triple tail. It's an ocean fish. 42 pounds. Looks like a crappie thing. All right, we'll see how this video goes. I don't know. If it's a copyright song, then I'll have to stop this too. I used to do copyright songs, and it was just for my first couple videos before I stopped. So we got this, 2-minute video? Let's see how this goes. No idea, guys. Wait, let's see. Does it have a copyright song? Oh, it does. Dang it. Guys, it's got a copyright song. We can't do that one. No. I had a feeling it did, kind of. Did I do any more Colorado trip? Yeah, my Colorado fishing trip and pictures. We'll do that one. Oh, that thing has 3 copyright songs. Oh, my goodness. Dang, guys. All my good videos have copyright music. That's really unfortunate. Those were awesome videos I wanted to show. All right, we'll do this freaking thing, man, and then we'll finish it up. Make sure. This is just like YouTube music, right? Okay. We'll finish this up with, these are my first 10 species I caught. Not too impressive stuff. You guys got to leave, that's fine. But I want to end up with this because I said I'd play 3 videos. So play this one, and then I am definitely going to end it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no more internet issues. At this point, it's just me and Dixie in here. If you like to see saltwater fish, I got some of my Fishbrain. And this summer, I'm planning on doing some better photography of my fish. Definitely. Yep, I'll check out a little more of your Fishbrain. I know those top 3 fish. That was a good post that you made. And then of last year or whatever. But yeah, I've been trying to do, you know, good photos and stuff like that. But as soon as I started videotaping, I stopped taking pictures, which sucks. It's been just you and Dixie in here for a long time. Yeah, I'm going to play this last video and then wrap it up. And if you have to leave, that's fine, because none of these are saltwater fish. All right. See what the Sunfish King was doing. This is one of my first videos, so it's not going to be great. Right on. It says first 25. See, that's a mistake. I only did 10. Amateur. This video got featured on Fish Snatcher's live stream. One of my 3 videos that have featured on Snatcher. Sunfish King catching the sunfish. Ooh, let's see some bass. That's a nice one. As far as like color. See that one right there? Hold on. That little bass, or I guess little, is a decent size. Go away. That one right there was out of a tiny creek. I mean like 2 feet of water or less. So someone that was in here earlier saying that I don't know if it was, I don't know who it was. Someone said that the creeks near them are like knee height or less. And they don't catch nothing out of them. This was way less than knee height, and I caught that decent bass out of it. I mean, it's over a pound. That's a big one. That was a chunk. Rainbows. Oh man. Thanks guys for staying for this whole thing. Appreciate y'all. Wish we had more people in here contributing, and I wish I had more energy. And I wish my internet worked better. We can only deal with what we got though. Make the best out of it, right? That day was awesome. That was from the day I caught 54 rainbow trout in one day. Craziest day I've ever had for rainbow trout. She's through Chicago. Can watch some now. This is the last video, Dixie. Fishing Junk said right. Nice. That was a yellow-green sunfish. It was crazy. Some nice sunfish, though, man. Definitely some nice sunfish in those pictures. Green sunfish are so pretty, especially those ones out of the creeks. All those like nice ones I was showing you guys were out of like these little creeks that I explore. These are like the best sunfish right here. Awesome fish. Awesome fish. Look at that. Those one's like black. They're all the same species. They're all red ears. Oh, man. Boys. Buttercats. Oh, we got crappies. Not too many slabs here. Smaller crappie lately. That one was all right. The white crappies get bigger around here. That's a long pause for no reason. Oh yeah, that one's okay. That was a good one. Decent. Fatty. Yeah, that one's good. That was my PB. It was long, but it was freaking skinny. Oh yeah, now it's time for catfish. And I haven't caught any giant catfish, actually. Bump, 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 bump. Oh. About 1 pound, 6 ounce channel cat. Safe release. That's back when I was at Kieran Payne on Fishbrain. Now I'm at Sunfish King. I think I made one of those for species 11 through 20, but I didn't make one for 21 through 30. I don't think I ever did. Let's see, just for fun. Did I make one for 11 through 30? Multi-species. Yeah, 11 through. That was pretty solid. Am I live right now? Yeah, I don't know if you guys are in here or not. I don't know. I'm guessing I'm live. Yeah, there's one person. Someone left. I think Fish and Junk left. If you're still in here, for whoever's still in here, I'm definitely time to leave because it just froze and kicked me out. That was bad. But Fish and Junk said that was pretty solid. I got no clue why you said it wasn't as good. That's what all YouTubers say when you start playing one of their old videos. They're always like, oh, it ain't that good. Just because we like to think that we improve as we keep going forward. Thank you, though. I really appreciate that. And then Fish and Junk said, at this point, it's midnight for me. It's 12:30 here. And he's got school in the morning. Even if you do another vid, I'm going to hang out. Bye, Sunfish and Dixie. Yeah, and I'm not going to do another gone back. Yeah, I was gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know where I went. So, Dixie, since it's just you, my internet just kicked me out, but I can try. Do you want me to end the stream, or do you want me to play the next video in that series? But it's like 12 minutes, so that's up to you. If you want me to just end the thing, let me know. If you want me to play that next 12-minute video, if you're bored, I can do that. Good night. Okay. All right. Later, Dixie. Have a great night. Later, everybody, for being in here. Thank you, everybody, for being in here. Sorry I've been having internet issues and all that stuff. We'll do it again soon. every Tuesday, 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time, and then probably got some trivia coming up, some YouTube content creator talk coming up. Got a lot of awesome stuff planned. So thank you all for being in here. Really appreciate it. I think it's just Dixie in here, so thank you for being in here. Really appreciate it. Later. I ain't got much else to say besides thanks for being in here. Sorry for the internet problems, but hopefully we'll have it fixed and it'll be better for next time. And she said it's okay. Okay, yeah. Well, have a great night. Have a safe drive and all that. And hopefully the internet and everything's better next time. Hopefully Sharp doesn't ditch me and leave me alone on this thing. So thanks for being in here, Dixie. Really appreciate it. And I will see you around on the next one. Sunfish King out.